Oh God, hold on a second. That is bullshit. That's bullshit, man. I swear to God, because I'm so used
Bullshit.
to
That clock keeps ticking like a metronome.
Bullshit.
My thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me out.
That's not fair.
Oh, just let me out. That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me out.
It's not that easy. Always live with RD Europe. Badass CG broadcasting over the land, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tommy C. That was Lil Cal Cafe. Check it out, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm here with Lynn. He's my point man today. We're going to go over some stuff.
Yo.
Go over the news. We'll be going over some stuff that Verse recommended in the Linus Tech Team. So that should be funny. But first, I want to hear Aiden whine. I'm sorry. Like, come on, let me enjoy this. Let me enjoy this right off the bat. Aiden looks like Mike D when he's in his 20s. You know, Mike D from BC Boys.
Gonna hit the wall just as hard. I'm sure of it.
There's a retrospective. I don't know how long. I am gonna look at the comments. I got because I got a comment like an hour or two ago. Some of the people are going back to the Chud videos from 6-7 months ago and kind of having a laugh. And I recommend you guys go have a laugh there too. You know,
I'm not friends with Diorio. I don't intend on being friends with Diorio. So long as he likes Ethan Klein, and that's not going to change.
Isn't that the dumbest shit ever? Like, imagine who's your favorite band? Lynn. Well, who's your favorite YouTuber? Who's your favorite YouTuber?
I was so dumbstruck by that thing Aiden just said. I was like, what? My favorite YouTuber, it would have to be Willie Mac Show. Everyone loves Willie Mac Show.
We can't be friends.
Damn it! I knew that Willie was gonna get back to me.
It's a total virtue signal too. It's him. It's like he's such a fucking bitch. He sits there and he sucks off these spicy chats types because they all. And then he ran. By the way, I know you ran back to Nick. I know you bent the knee, and then he realized bending the knee to Nick didn't help. So now he's running back to them. I hate Ethan Klein, guys. Really. I mean, it's
almost like nothing will help.
Yeah, nothing's going to help, Aiden. You should have just, I don't know, stayed loyal to people who are good to you, like me. Instead of trying to set me up and feed me. Basically, you know what Aiden did to me? If the people that have been around here, maybe like Final Flash or maybe even Nesquik, Aiden pulled an Andy Worski on me. Andy Worski tried to like throw me to when when Bloodsports was really hot. I was friendly with Andy Worski. I had no issues with him whatsoever. But then he got in with, I didn't realize I still did YouTube drama, and the Bloodsports was like this right-wing political movement that I had really no interest in. You know, I mean, I watched something, but and the only thing I had known about it is like Repsion got eaten alive, and they were going after a lot of the. It was like they were going after a lot of the Gamergators, you know, like Sargon. So Worski, who I was on his show, this is all based on a prediction. There was a woman named Rose, and she was the Daddy 05 mother of some of those children, right? And there was another woman named Joyce Sparkle who was a big advocate for her. And I talked to her, and she was fucking insane. You know, Meow Meow Lady? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? This goes it's a real deep cut. Yeah.
A long time ago.
Yeah, this is a real deep cut. So I was on Worski's show. I remember Bering was in the chat. Chris Worski was there. If you really want a deep cut. This is when he was like normal right of center or left of center anti-SJW, and that whole thing was coming to an end in 2017. So Worski asked me what's going to happen next, and I said this Joy Sparkle is going to turn on Rose at some point. That's my exact words. Bulls to fucking bones. I was like, she's too crazy. I really don't think she's in it to help Rose get the kids back from the Daddy 05 situation. I don't think she's unstable. I could see her flipping on Rose. Well, that's exactly what happened, except somehow, some way, and I don't know that, the Bloodsports people got a hold of it. It was just regular, normal YouTube, Daddy 05 YouTube drama. Keem was covering it. I get a message from Worski. I hadn't talked to him in 15 months at that point. And he goes, "Hey, we need to get on the show." It wasn't like I'm asking you. It was like, "Yeah, you need to come on now." And I'm like, well, this is kind of a weird way to phrase it because I don't know what's going on. I only know that Repsion get eaten alive. Like I heard Tonky yelling at him. And I said, well, it's like 3 a.m, so that's not happening. And I said, yeah, but JF says you're wrong.
Who's JF?
Yeah, who's JF? Who's JF? Right? Like, what are you talking about? I don't know. Like, it is. Yeah, JF says you're wrong. He goes,
this is so far back. People barely knew who JF was.
He goes, about Rose and about Rose. And I'm like, who's Rose? That's a pretty common name. And then they mentioned Joy Sparkle. And I'm like, I ain't going on. I have no idea. And I kind of remembered watching Repsion got bullied over there. And I'm like, I'll go fuck. So this guy tried to do the same stunt with me, but he tried to do it passive aggressively. He tried to feed me to his jerk off friends. So I was,
he was more retarded about it.
Yeah, he's more retarded and not. Yeah, he was even more retarded about it than Worski, if you can believe that. Yeah. And by the way, there was no bad blood with me and Worski. Same way there was no bad blood between me and Aiden and I should say. It's the same shit. So yeah, Aiden bent the knee. And then now he's like, oh my God, now Dorio's not going to shout my stream out after I said I was smarter than you. So he's running back to them when they take him in. Big pick. You know what he is? I've heard this. They usually say this for girls, but Aiden's a pick me. Pick me.
Yeah. He listens to like his 5 viewers that chat, and then he just does whatever they want.
I'm one of the few guys that never treated him like shit. So there you go. Let's see.
Okay, let me just stare at the chat. Let me make sure Kathy can post and we can get into this.
It's Lynn. That's who it is. Giga Cops.
I think Soul and I could debate geopolitics, but it sounds like a headache. That could either be the best or worst content of all time.
You're not equipped. How about this? You're not equipped to do politics. How about that? You're completely unequipped. Nobody can take you seriously. You're willing to do shady stuff, and you probably don't really have the insight or know what you're talking about. You probably should be taking, classes.
He's not even like. Let's assume that you're okay with all the bullshit he does. He's not even far enough engaged into any specific topic to give a credible, quote unquote, take on it. Whatever it might be, American, local, Israel, whatever. He just doesn't. All he spends all his time doing this shit.
It's so obvious that he's only in it to be seen as smart rather than actually knowing anything. That's irrelevant. That's it. He's only in it because I want to be seen as someone who's like highly intelligent. So like there's no complete lack of humility, and there's another reason not to. It's really another reason not to say it. When I saw this behavior when he was a child, which he no longer is, when he was getting involved with these communist types, it was just like, oh well, he's getting led the wrong way, and those guys are in their 30s too. It tells you a lot about them.
They also didn't grow up like him.
No, I do think there's something that's a different story for. There does seem to be a correlation with how far left you are and how emotionally old you are. I'm sorry. Grizzly Bear, so much. I'm sorry, I've seen it too many times. You listen to these guys, they're in their 50s. Oh boy, you want me to say something?
Noam Chomsky?
He's not that. I don't think he's a bad example. I think he's bad. I'll give you.
Everybody knows him.
I'll give you an example. He's only a few years older than me. I'm not saying he's a child.
Precisely.
There's something very youth-like about him. Is Jaffe from God of War and in the LCU? Look, I'm like maybe it's just for the show, but I see this sort of college way of looking at the world forever. I like Jaffe, by the way, and I'm probably gonna get some shit for that. But yeah, he's very far left, and there's something adolescent about him. Now, you could say the same thing about me, 100%. I like to think that I'm putting it on a little bit because it's kind of an adolescence game. But I think with these guys, it's 24/7.
All right, just DM it to me.
It's the only thing they have.
Hey, I'm far out, man. Hey, Barely Derek, do you owe me flowers? I think you owe me flowers. I think you're the first guy on the list. I gotta check.
Okay, I guess you did put it in my DMs. Okay. So I guess we get into this. So, speaking of the only thing that I hate more, the only thing that I
Who cares what you hate, Kyle?
Talking to people, me being cordial to people, does not equal coordination or being bought and paid for. I have no loyalty to anyone anymore.
Anymore?
You never had any loyalty to anybody ever. You just being out, you just taking the mask off. That's all. Far out, man. Just let me know. Hold up. I'm just kidding. You can keep your things.
And I'm only addressing this because I feel like this has like actually been like a criticism over these past couple days.
I thought that was being a doxer for some girl you liked, but what do I know? I'm just a boomer.
I just got that, like, people like this DZ retard. This is exactly what.
Yeah, you should go back. He wasn't bad at editing. He was actually he was quite talented at it.
What I'm talking about.
He's got a real job,
if
baby,
you
man.
are
You
like
make fun of money.
He's got a 4.0. What does he need a real job for?
That, like, despite, like, yeah, I've been, like, mostly siding with the snark left. They have the reasonable take on fucking Israel. They have the good take on, like, the people that
I wonder what his family thinks of that.
Sweep for
Listen, fuckhead.
Thanks, you NYT mom. Thanks.
Just something
You're probably trying not
I feel
to think
incredibly
about
strongly about, and it's such a reason that I despise people like Ethan Klein. But
what I mean, imagine looking at him and thinking to yourself, like, well, like, yeah, I need this guy's take on some geopolitical thing. You know, some dipshit from Long Island that can't even handle going to a restaurant in London.
Your son is growing up, Tom. You don't want to show him good examples like Aiden?
This is the guy that's going to set me straight. That's good. Aiden's the biggest problem. He's not very entertaining as a streamer. No.
Donated $5. Aiden's biggest problem is he's not very entertaining as a streamer.
No, he's not. And he's completely audience captured by that. I mean, you got to let some shit go in the chat.
But that's all it is. It's when you watch Aiden, it's not him doing whatever Aiden does. It's him sitting and reading chat and then replying to chat and then back and forth. Like, who cares? Just go on Discord, man.
It is funny. Hey, I want to thank you guys.
But simultaneously, I also don't like hive minds. If you think that call-in is indicative of me trying to get back in anyone's fucking house,
yeah, that's exactly what it is.
You're too far in it.
No, it's exactly what it is. It has nothing to do with like some group. It's the human condition, and you need other people to kind of point out, like, oh, you're smart. Here's one from Clipped Alive. Tommy C has officially reached flamenco levels with this live stream crash out about Chud.
Wonder when this was posted.
Oh boy, I wonder what they're thinking. Are they thinking he's going to come back and like set the record straight? Is that it, or are they just going to sit there and whine and say no fair? He was on vacation. That's the only reason it didn't like do anything. It's really going to be fascinating what Chud does. I have a prediction. Tell me if you think I'm wrong. Chud becomes a Diorio detractor channel. Permanently. He's no longer Chud Logic. He's breaking Banquet. It's just
he spends like 4 hours a day talking about that.
Full-time detractor channel. Right? Yeah. That's what I think. Chud is Palestine. Tommy is Israel. Cleveland is Hamas. Well, yeah. And the other thing, the rest of them go too. Queeman thinks he's gonna fucking get his ass out of it. He's already burnt every fucking bridge. Everybody knows who he is on the same sort of streaming left-wing streamers. They're not gonna mess with him because the way he interacted with other left-wing streamers.
What does he have to run to? Back to Destiny?
Yeah. Oh God, it wouldn't shock me in the slightest. It wouldn't shock me in the slightest. It would be years from now, but believe me, that's all what do you think? Queeman and J-Stock are different than Aiden? Aiden just doesn't know how to hide it. It really summed them up perfectly when they all went to London. Aiden didn't know to wear nice clothes. They knew to be phonies and wrap themselves and be something they weren't for a second. Aiden just didn't know to do that. At least know that
there's a social interacting going on. He doesn't know what that is.
You know it is. All right, this is a video. What the fuck? I don't trust Chud logic anymore. We're going to read some of the comments from it. Here's how it started. But here's the thing. Jealousy never gets you anywhere. If you are getting passed by Nick and other streamers and they pass your relevance level, do what I do. Congratulate them. Oh, that wasn't, that's no. Congratulate them. Congratulate them. Let's see. I did get some support going through these. Austin Bennett. See, I thought that was barely dare. I guess not. If this comes true, I'll give you Tommy was right flowers. One thing I never understood what Nick stated his no new friends arc. He said Chud and Queen were the last two. This is why me and Nick will no longer have a public, hopefully private relationship anymore, because that's enough. That's enough. Love Nick. Love Nick. Wish him the best. I think he's going to do the best. He's going to become a big star. He's going to be like, eventually Chud will be like his Mr. Sen and Crow's Redemption and all those guys. That's eventually what they'll be. You know, we even sucked. I tried some watching his content.
He will never get his hair back.
This is 8 months ago. That's where I got the number 8 from. I was baffled to see Nick said he was good. Well, he probably made him laugh once. I'm not going to pretend like, I never liked watching Chud. No, I did too. I agree. But Chud would prop Queen
Listen,
up.
fuckhead.
His only friend. Barely dare. Thanks so much for becoming a member. I do appreciate it. And only look, Queen made a good video and then brush it off. Not really my thing, but maybe Chud's being fair, playing into the meme. Look, oh God, he wrote back because I wrote him. I said, I did. He wrote back. I just wrote an hour ago. Send him. What kind of flowers you want?
You actually don't need to interact with
Some
real people
roses
ever.
or violets.
Anonymous donated $5. Aiden's
Which ones is it you get when people die again?
Yeah, he's playing like Cavicula. We're probably gonna go over some shit too. By the you know what we gotta do? We gotta go into the main room. I forgot. We're in a regular call. Jump in there, right?
Oh shit!
Yeah,
man.
I forgot to do that. There we go. There we go. Let's fix that. Dude. There you go.
Professional streamers.
Shut up.
Well, you are, not me.
Fuck you. You like throw me under the bus. You think you're a little loud.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I crank my dial on it.
Okay, 8 months ago. All right, let's go. That guy was kind of like iffy. The Chud is. I'm just gonna read all of them. I don't care if they're positive or negative. The Chud is fair beam is because tomfoolery was using his alt saying Tom is fair. Oh, okay. You mess with the gawk, you get the gawk. Yeah, he got gawked.
He's busy getting that right now.
I remember when you started your stream. It was my son's birthday party. I guess that's supposed to make me look like a pedo because I remember when he was first making his moves. Actually, that would have been. Yeah, that would have been a couple weeks ago this week when when Willie makes his own, almost a year, his first Aiden video. That's low, Mr. Sun. He makes his first Aiden video. Yeah, because I remember it was my kid's birthday party. I was watching the kids from the bowling alley. Judge requested a conversation, not necessarily a debate. I really think you should take him up with him. I'm confident he's not trying to trap you. Really? Really? Still confident?
Let's see about that.
Yeah, look what he did. Still confident. Hold on, here we go. I'm right. By the way, in fairness to Foolish Feet, in fairness to Foolish Feet, he's been fair throughout this whole thing. I've noticed him before. I think he said this with like full sincerity. But I knew better. Tommy, this is weird even for you, bro. I've been watching all you guys for years, and I think I disagree regarding Chud. All right, this guy's pleasant. This shit was overblown because he had a crash out over the same content cycle over and over again. He called Nick out in a manner was overblown, absolutely, but clearly it was meant for comedic value. It wasn't. And another thing too, their Wardener, we're coming off Chud lets, in late November of 2024, Chud lets Nick know that Destiny shit's been hacked and he's recording other girls. Chud's the one that gave that information. Nick tells me, I'm assuming Turking Tom, I'm not sure about Aiden, okay? On the New Year's stream last year, on the 2025 New Year's stream, only about a month and a half later, they all agree. They go in and said, look, the victims haven't spoke out. Let's keep this to ourselves. Nick accidentally brings it up, and Chud uses that as an opportunity to talk about, and he starts asking Tom questions about his relationship with Destiny and about what he thinks about the rumored stuff that's been hacked, even though he already knows the answer to it, and he already knows the girls have been filmed. He already knows all the answers to it. Tom is trying to distance himself from it, and Chud's trying to tie him to it. When the President's Sunday video comes out, Queeman, of all people, and Jay Stalk try to pin Diorio in knowing about this stuff and doing nothing about it. It looks coordinated to me. Me and Nick have had this conversation too. So by the time he comes out and says, I'm calling out you, Nicholas Diorio, and he said it was clearly for comedic value, and then shoehorned something that Star said that Nick didn't, something positive about the not the ACLU. I'll be honest with you guys. Nick's known about this dude since May. Actually, he was onto it quicker than I thought.
It's almost like people talk.
I thought is when I sat him down in the summer and said, "Look, this guy's trying to snake you. You got to be. I mean, I'm sorry. I got a pretty good record on this shit," and I was pretty much told, "Yeah, I know." Tommy, this is weird, even for you. Still weird. Tommy's got snake tongues licking his brain's ego. Yeah, this one.
Water brain.
Yeah. It's not weird. He's speaking facts. Who's that? Who's Lisa Crawford? You're my hero. Yeah. Yeah, he definitely was on some weird shit. If you can't see the smooth brain.
No, you.
This just comes off things you heard word of mouth and showed clips of Chud because someone who compliments your schizo thoughts. I haven't heard from Chud. Chud has said multiple times on stream that DMs are open if you wanted to talk. There was a lot of that, Nick pointed this out recently with Chud. He insults you and then says, why don't you come on and talk about it? It's a fight, so he makes the money on it. Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's bait.
It's bait. Yeah, it's bait. So some of these people that are writing are spicy chat people, and they know what Chud's doing. They're well aware of it. They've done it, participated in it before. So it's not even good faith. And some of these are saying, I mean, this guy could be good faith and honestly think that I'm being schizo. And then he also could be, I know what Chud's doing and I'm going to be a part of it. I don't know about the Queeman stuff, but I did interpret Nick Diorio call out as a joke. Well, Phil? Phil? No one's been going on your stream because we're all talking about you behind the scenes and don't trust you. Snake's projecting. Queeman's unbearable. I can't watch him. This seems a bit much, though. I'm enjoying this. I gotta be honest with you.
I wonder what they feel about this stream then, if that seems like a bit much.
So, I don't know where you're getting that. This guy is all right though. This guy is legit. He's not a fucking spicy chat idiot. This dude right here. I don't know where you're getting the idea that he's waiting to pounce on Diorio. I talked to him. How about that? All right, big secret. I talked to him. We spoke about it.
Oh no!
I know about what happened with the damn Destiny stuff. I mean, I hate to say it, guys. Look. Maybe I should just do it like Augie does it and pretend I know the answers or something. Pretend I'm a genius when I have the answers to the test, right? I knew. I spoke to him. How's that grab you? I was on the phone the entire time. I'll tell you something else. Turkey Tom spoke to me this summer. He said, that guy's going to get found out. That's right, you Chud Logic. Just give it some time. It's going to happen again. This was relayed through Willie Mac Show to me via Tom. Don't worry. This guy is going to pull the shit. You're right about him. Is that it? Did anybody figure it out? That I've been fucking Chud like a fucking ex-girlfriend that wants back for months. For months. Months. Anybody that I knew, anybody that I had contact with, anybody who asked knows. For months. Is it that clear? I knew who this guy was, and I knew I couldn't do the traditional way and go back and forth, sort of like, because I just didn't have the clout, because that's just the reality of the situation. It doesn't matter if you're right. Check the Feed My Family fucking meme. It matters how much clout you have, and if you're right. And you don't even need to be right all the time, but usually you'll get exposed later. It was me, Austin. It was me all along. Yeah, Diorio was called out. It wasn't even serious. He wasn't even serious. He seemed to be very appreciative of Nick. I think you're conflating Chud and Queeman's position too much, even though they regularly disagree. I think that's a fucking work, by the way. Foolish Phoenix. This guy, I think, eventually wrote me and said, I think I'm starting to see what you're saying, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm just going to give him a love. Chud is fair. Nicholas is massive, and Tinfoil Tommy is taking his meds again. You know, it's so funny with Tinfoil Tommy. That's literally going on. Team gave me that name like 10 years ago. It almost should be an indicator that I'm onto something. John? Like Jesus. God, I love the commentary community. No way does Tommy think Chud is jealous of his $5,000 donation. I don't know what that's referencing, but I probably would have remembered at the time. Generic old man flails wildly to attempt to get another right moment. Huh? Got it again.
I mean, if it works, it works, man. I don't know what you're doing, but
I'm just gonna right again. Right again. Weren't you supposed to be retiring and selling arcades cabinets or something? Never. Absolutely never. I'm fucking building a new one now. See? There it is.
He buys them. Come on.
Never. Never. What are you talking about, Boogie? I find it hilarious how many people try to shit on Tommy for opinion on Chud. In the end, Tommy was right. I'm going to give you... And you were right.
31 minutes ago.
Oh, no, you can't. Okay. You can't get... No. Sorry. You tried to fool me, Crispy. I never trusted beans on toast as a reference to Colossal is crazy. Yeah, any new ones, you let me know. Oh. So you admit you have zero evidence believing Chud is a snake. You also admit you've been talking back for 6 months. You must be a very different snake. It's not seem like you're the snake. No, I actually the evidence was well, I had evidence, but I couldn't talk about it, which was the stuff with Destiny. But the evidence is right there when he shoehorns what's her face in. Yeah, I had to make sure before I went after. See, here's the thing. I think Chud's such a fucking moron because in order for me to do this, what could we talked about it at the time? What could not have happened to me? Like I would have lost. It wouldn't even have mattered if I had turned it around later, right? Like I have, right? The one thing that absolutely could not have happened, Diorio or Tom couldn't go at me. Augie was always a coin toss, but I didn't know how much he had known or didn't know, right? I knew where Augie stood when I went on his stream, when his like the little frat boy stream, right? And then I was basically told that he was making moves to get and go with Chud, right? So I avoided Augie, right? I did not think that he would go after. I didn't think Augie would go after Willie to kind of show off to that community. That threw me I didn't realize Augie was that much of a snake himself. That did throw me.
Dislikes Willie. Come on, Willie's like a Labrador. He's adorable.
I don't know. Well, he tried to use Willie to get him good with these guys.
Yeah, it makes it worse.
Yeah, it is. I don't know why. Willie was always on after hours and stuff. But I think people are realizing with Augie is Augie, like, after hours was kind of like the place to be. It wasn't because he was just, I always said I never said he was funny. I always said he's a good host, and he is. But it was more like the hub and the place to be. I think people are starting to realize that he really needs others to kind of be a big personality online. That's who he is. I made out zero evidence. I played the evidence. You dipshit. Wait, so you thought Chud was a weird creep and didn't say anything because he was on your side? You liked him? I don't even know what that's referencing. Massive self-reports here. When I say he was, I was like, when I say he's a weird creep, it wasn't really sexual. I just thought he was like, I probably did say that, come to think of it. I thought he was weird when I talked to him about going to England and getting a beer. He seemed so uncomfortable by that. And then I started, people started telling me he's a shut-in. And, like, all these guys really have social problems. Like, oh.
Wonder why.
There's Ruthless Rosie. Here's an interesting story about Ruthless Rosie. She's a personal friend of me. I love when Tommy says things that we're all thinking. Here's a weird thing about Ruthless Rosie. We're in a soccer Discord together. I haven't used it that much in the last 6 months. And she starts going off on Chud, like, out of nowhere. And I was like, I didn't do anything. As a God honest truth, I wasn't gonna. And I said, well, 2 days from now, a video comes out, and I'm starting a war with the guy and calling him out like I did John Stein. She's like, you are? Yeah, there's been problems, and it's behind the scenes for months. I go, I'm gonna do my role and play Cabos, and she seemed pretty excited by that proposition. Yeah. And she went on about how much she hated him. She hated him for a lot of different reasons, and I didn't like him, but she just thought he was a phony. Yeah, just a big phony.
She's all wrong there.
So that's funny. Rosie had just heard this a couple days earlier, which is kind of funny. Makes sense what Medicare said. This is a shot at me, and this is a reference to No Internet Friends. Yeah, I guess. The problem is it's easier to build if you have internet friends. You know? When did Tommy C and Nick DiGiorgio become so thin-skinned and soy? That's interesting. I wasn't speaking for Nick, but the whole drama seems very pathetic to me. Nick never bitched. I did. Didn't know anybody felt this way about Chud. I haven't seen a lot of evidence of this publicly, but I'll keep an eye out. A fan of you both. Well, I'll give him a... Freeman is truly the what? I don't know, man. He's a what? What? I'm going to treat like a rat no matter what. He's not Tommy, but he's... But you will never talk to him about this because you are so wrong. That is always just discourages his audience from being unhinged about you constantly. You ever think that was a call to arms, stupid? Like, it's like, do the opposite. He's simply making content that is 100% positive towards everyone. Yeah, Chud hides his saying like rotten things about it. It's just like, yeah, I have more integrity. I'm willing to criticize my friends when you're just like saying shit about their wife or something. That's the shit. They disguise treachery in with having integrity. I'm treacherous. That's how integral I am. That's how much integrity I have. It's really fucking.
Oh, but funny. He's fair.
Oh, no,
fair, totally fair, definitely. Oh God.
Don't send her another cat. Hold on a second. She told me to stop, so I'm going to see if I can get blocked by Amber Lynn Reed.
Yes, Amber Lynn is more important than Chud. That's how we feel about things around here.
Yes, I do. I just sent her a cat emoji. No, you can't really grow without having friends. Your mic is popping. It's killing me. That guy might be right. I don't know. You screwed over the Jesus guy. Remember that guy? Guy that screwed over the Jesus guy? I don't know why, but I'm dying of laughter over the short sentence. Thanks. Okay. Oh, I think I know what he's talking about. That there was a Jesus guy. I can't remember his name either.
Oh, Jesus guy, obviously.
Good old orc ears. You can't trust any of them. Makes you wonder about Chud logic. Hopefully we're wrong. But right now, I'm not sure. This guy went on to drive Chud logic berserk. Games the Dragon. He's like, he's like, come on, I'll debate you, and I'll debate Genie, and I'll debate Vault, and I'll debate. It was really funny. Speak to Chud, you madman. Freeman's the worst, dude. He's the cloud of negativity. It's fun to crap on stuff, but he generally hates things. And gets on these OCD fixations about certain pages that are just vitriolic. There's no comedy, just hate. I see the appeal for super miserable freaks that have no life outside of Discord drama. That's, yeah. And I think for Chud can speak to people outside that level, but I think after these videos, people start realizing, like, wait a minute. He's a creature of habit. Freeman and his sycophants basically taken over spicy chat in Chud's community, so I believe that's why Chud has some of the opinions he had late. J-Sock is also such a loser.
Take over? They were the core of it for this entire duration of its existence.
I think Freeman, they have a relationship that we fully don't know.
Are you telling me they're bunk buddies?
No, I'm not saying that. But, I mean, it's ironic that they're still together after. Freeman's not a kid. He's in his late 20s from what I understand. It's not like he kind of betrays himself as like Aiden. Nah, he's a little older than Aiden.
I guess who else would be their friend?
Freeman lives right in your head. Well, now he can live in his own corner of the internet and just be a Chud logic parasite. Chud is more of an audience capture. Wow, this is different. Femios. Jesus, that's interesting. Chud is more of an audience caption fed center than Boogie 2988 from before they started to realize how much of a freak he was. Femios, no. Tommy is fair. Yeah. Femios. I've interviewed Femios, but they weren't a girl yet. They were working on it, though. Tommy, with the hat, you look like Mitch in 10 years' time. Thanks. Mitch is younger than me, Lizzie.
Doesn't Chud wear a hat all the time now?
Yeah, I wonder, is he did he really crack his head open when he, because do you know when he found out that Billy turned in...
That's what I heard.
When Willie turned in Destiny, he fell down the flight of stairs. So that's what I heard. Or actually, I heard he was like, he couldn't believe it. So what he did is he ran to a flight of stairs. And he couldn't break his own fat neck.
No wonder he never goes out. He goes out one time to the pub and he cracks his head open. Well, maybe he was right.
Yeah. I also noticed a lot of that drunk stuff started coming after I asked him, like, yeah, you want to go to England, get a beer, like go to London or something like that. And he reluctantly said yes. I'm torturing Gamer and me to my own time now. It's not even for content. Isn't that terrible? God, I'm a sick fuck. You all just get told to watch through an approved list. We have to find any reason to watch this guy behind thinks he's funny. And the streams give me a good laugh. Holy moly. When is it that deep? I promise it's not that deep. I don't know what that guy's talking about. It's hard to trust your takes when it seems like you're just backing your friends instead of being honest. I was being really honest about it, Chud. I said everything I felt. And lo and behold, it turned out right. Oh, going back to what I was saying before. Dude, I couldn't do this all at once. I planned to do this and call him out, right? But I needed to know that Nick wouldn't call me out.
All you lolcow viewers know how long Tommy has kept this Billy stuff going on. You really think it was any different with Chud?
No, it wasn't. That's why I'm a real fucking mean guy. So like I had to check that I wouldn't get any. But if Tom comes out and says that, oh, Tommy's crazy. If Nick comes out and says Tommy's crazy, right? And I knew that Augie really hadn't been around, so I didn't really talk to him anymore. So I knew he didn't know much. That's all I did. So there you go. It was that easy. And then he started. I remember he made a really funny. See if you could find it. He made a fake Discord thing. Like they were on a Discord group. It was like Augie and Tom and Nick, and they're all bad mouthing me to Chud, right? And I remember I found that. So then he used that as a thumbnail to make a video on me. And I found that so funny because it looked to the rest of us that were kind of like working against you, that it was wishful thinking. I crossed my T's and dotted my I's. I pulled a Diorio. I just didn't come out like that. And I even did a warm-up round with Tacticals a month earlier, so I'd be a little sharp.
This one?
Yeah, I did a warm-up round ahead of time. And that broke. So there you go.
Tommy.
What's that? Wait, where's my DMs?
Send it to you in DMs.
Okay. Oh, you got it already? Yeah.
If that's the one you meant.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, this was fun. I remember this one we laughed out loud. This one was really, really good. We enjoyed the shit out of it.
I mean, that is kind of a funny thumbnail, but that's also such a next level big thing to do.
Yeah, but I think Chud was confused. Like, why, how come nobody's coming to his rescue? Well, because you screwed everybody. Here it is. I'll show it to you right here. It's time to put an end to this loser. Okay, who's gonna do it? Looky, I'll call into a show. Remember when Lumpy Willie called in my show and I absolutely ruined him?
Oh, Lumpy.
Lumpy Willie was the guy that came in and said, well, that's not true because Chud was on vacation and he has no. And then the funny thing is, like 8 months after that, they're still pulling this fucking bullshit where they're like, Chud is completely isolated in 2026 and he can't get any. He's on Epstein Island and there's the data is just blocked. Chud's gonna pull out his phone and go, oh no, Turkey Tom was right. Oh, what do I do now? Wow. So there you go, right here. So when I saw this just told me, and this is after I said, have you noticed nobody goes on your show anymore? Because after the whole Destiny thing, when Queeman tried to tie, nobody thinks that was an accident. When Queeman tried to tie, Queeman and J-Sock tried to tie Nick to withholding evidence on the Destiny thing. That was really, I think it was more the final red flag for them. I'd only gotten brought into it later.
No. And even if you're on the fence, you want to be around with an idiot like that who does stuff like that on accident.
The only guy I didn't
retarded. Nah, man.
The only guy I didn't touch base with was Augie RFC. And I got a feeling for where he was moving. I got a feeling where he's moving. Oh shit, did I fuck it up? Damn it. Oh, hang on. Where's my okay, here we are. I had to go back. I just got a feeling where he was moving by talking to him. No. What a pal. So there you go. Yeah, I crossed my T's, dotted my I's. I don't know, you guys are fucking ridiculous. I've done this before. And we're not in Twitch. Like, I'm
on pizza.
There he is. God, I saw you writing in my defense, Puddle of Pizza, on the clipped live thing. I would have never wrote that much to defend myself. That was very nice of you, but you don't have to do that.
Yeah, Tommy's a mod on there, and he didn't even know and care or anything. So we saw it.
Yeah, unbiased clipped. Oh yeah, yes, we saw that. We literally saw that before we went on. Well, I wouldn't say it's unbiased. You're definitely on my team, but whatever. It's pretty fucking funny. That is fair. Getting calls sorted out. Well, good thing I didn't do that. If I sorted out, he would have kept on taking shots at me and fucking say I was drunk. I think that whole thing, just to constantly repeat over and over again, he's drunk. And I had that in my Twitter, like the drunk uncle of YouTube for years, right? I don't know if I had that when I was with him, but I had that in years. So, they start off with something that's sort of, They start off with something that's sort of innocent and just, busting your nuts a little bit. And then
it's just ants,
But then something comes up that they disagree with. It's like, you can't listen to that guy, he's drunk. Like it's just the bands, and then they try to discredit you through the meme. That
every time.
Yeah. Longtime Nick fan who only learned of Chud because of Nick. It's so weird to see the commentary call out stream VOD where he's clearly just tried to tired of the the HD cycle talking points. Well, it's still going too to some extent. He used a slop tuber formula to create a thumbnail and take pot shots at Nick. I'm sure Nick doesn't care, but I'll be interested to see how relevant Chud stays in this community as time goes on. I'm waiting for the big comeback. I wonder if they're all sitting there like with like bated breath. Like he's gonna come back. Like here's the thing. When Chud comes back, like the big sweep is on. That's the meme.
Yeah,
I'm afraid the big sweep is on. The big sweep is on. Everybody in chat, show me the big sweep is on. Let me know. The big sweep is on. And I'm not taking part of it. I will not suffer when you can make fun of Bovax and Tipster. I'm not like that. I'm fair. I have integrity. When my friends are wrong, I'll say it. You imagine hide behind all that bullshit when you're just a rat. The big sweep is on. Yeah, he's gonna have. He needs a Chud's a parasite. He needs a new host. The big sweep is on. Turkey said he was done with DGG in early November because he was saying to in the video he didn't want to defend Destiny on Trump's rally take. The guy is dying, or him attacking people or disavowing. He's purely going on Melina's statements for years. Yes, everyone knew Pixie was in the video. This was, in fairness to this guy, this is before I did my Tom video. This is the weirdest high school girl behavior ever. Well, the whole thing is, I don't trust him. Here's why. You don't have any proof. That's not proof. Nothing's proof. Common sense is never proof. Believe me. Common sense is the one thing where you can just debate endlessly with semantics. I'm out of the loop, but most of Chud's audience seems to hate Nick. Yeah. I thought that wouldn't influence Chud. Hey, you know what else it influenced? It influenced Augie's audience to hate Nick. Nick can't even fucking throw fucking Augie a bone. That's funny, isn't it? Because Augie's audience is completely pissed off. Completely and totally pissed off that Augie's audience completely totally pissed off that Nick didn't throw Willie under the bus for slandering Augie's good backstabbing name. Tommy is on to something. He's definitely someone there. Well, fucking Willie Maxima. I told you everything before
Willie
I went
Max Show, the GOAT.
I told him everything before I did this. Dementia arc. Yep. Dementia gives you magic powers. Love you, Tommy.
How's that going?
Such a
speaking of Willie.
There he is. Dude, my comment is hilarious.
3 times.
I told you I was going to do it, you fucking... Who are you, Augie? I knew it. Augie's like, I knew, Thomas. I knew it. I knew it.
Willie thinks it's true. It's true because Willie's the most normal guy in commentary.
Proof for an opinion is hilarious. Yeah, they did the whole thing when I called Queeman a doctor, which he is. Right? Here, the stuff's sitting right behind him. He's going through a fucking hypothetical about being cute by going through a hypothetical about Willie. And I said, yeah, that's doxing. You've got no proof. Yeah, my opinion is he doxed him. There's no proof. You can't say that. They're doxing.
They don't really get the whole opinion thing over there.
Gotta. I think he's a shit. I think Chud Logic's a shit. Anyway. There you go. You have no proof. He's not made of shit. He has flesh and blood, like you and me. Somebody's right. Oh, wow. Here's an old puddle of pizza. Chud originates from the bread soup scene. So I'm already reluctant to trust it based on that alone. So Puddle Police was always sort of my corner. He gives me the vibe of someone that couldn't hack it with the others and pivot over to commentary in hopes of growing a larger audience. No, he was given it by Nick, by goodwill. I can't go into it, but, and this is Nick's bad judgment. Apparently Chud did something that Nick thought, well, if he did this, then he'll never stab me in the back because that's principled. How he was wrong. Kind of like what Xanderhall tried to do, it failed.
It's almost like there's some people who don't care about the principles and do things for completely different reasons. But Nick is too much of a good guy for that.
Yeah. Now, Nick, I think I have this. Here's the thing. I criticize Nick for this make you laugh and you're a good guy type problem. I've done it before too with a few. Like, I'll tell you, I did it with the Miles Chong.
I think we've all done.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, he's a good guy. You start seeing the best of him. You don't see anything negative. I think Nick's like that. I think that because Nick's known for being kind of cutthroat. Well, not his new audience doesn't know that. You remember when I should have said something?
Yeah.
He said something. Yeah, I love new form Nick. That's old form Nick.
Yeah, no, that's just that's old Nick.
That's old Nick.
It's Nick from back here.
Yeah. That's old.
That's like Mama Max video, Nick, at least. And there's a lot of people who joined after all the Mama Max stuff. They don't know all that shit.
Oh my God! Look at Puddle of Pizza. How the money Puddle of Pizza was. I like the contact, relatively speaking, but he's starting to come across as someone who would do anything for the sake of it. Yes, yeah, potentially including backstabbing people and farming them for personal gain. Yes. Next, only comfort to people who deserve it. Bingo, Ben. And you know that. You've been around for fucking ever, Ben. Of course, I could be wrong in my assumption. But keep in mind, Crow, Sen, Steve were in a similar position. Didn't I just name them? Wow, and I didn't see this before. Nobody will believe me. Similar position back in the day. All three of them came in with anti-CC as law. Yeah, it was. They were like Chud's little spicy chat was a little more sophisticated than Crow, Sen, and Steve. Just like Tonka's chosen reborns in a previous era. Yeah. Whether Chud ends up like them remains to be seen. But I think, he's definitely on the way, Puddle of Pizza. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. I'm 100% sure that's what people like Queeman are going to end up. Yeah, that's what I did. They did better than Crow, Sen, and Steve, though. You got to give them that, Puddle of Pizza.
We're fair over here.
There was another bunch of fucking guys. I remember Matt set me up with an interview with those douchebags. And they instantly tried to set me up. When somebody asks you the same question and you answer the same way, they're trying to get you to fucking contradict yourself. I think Chud is mad at every content creator that puts effort into editing their videos into that they're not 4 hours long. That's why everybody surpasses them. Yeah, there's some truth in that because it's happened to me as well. The content cop trauma is happening and Chud is covering Nux Taku. Why? Does anybody really care about VShow from, I don't know what that means, from 5 years ago? Does anybody want to watch VTuber format? I don't know. Harmful Opinion continues to have the cleanest record. Good egg. Yes. Yeah, he's still doing around. Like, the other thing about Harmful Opinions, he'll take years off. But yeah, I think, I don't think he's probably one of the more honest guys. I don't know if I could relate to him.
He at least has enough integrity to dip out of.
Oh, totally. Like, he has nothing but integrity. Absolutely.
And that's more than most people on.
I think that's what people.
More than 99% of people.
I think that's what people thought. He thought, like, I think a lot of people thought Chud was harmful opinions. You know, I mean, the whole Chud is fair is the same thing as like stop gooning. I have faith in Tommy C. Well, I think I came through. I don't know why people watching never heard of the Drama Channel. From what I heard, I've never heard of this channel. Well, oh, sorry. I think Chud is like Andy Pants Gaming, a complete grifter. But I got like a lot more positive comments or supportive comments than I remember. I watched Chud call out the Oreo for the H3 glazing. I remember being like, isn't it cool to glaze H3 nowadays? Why does he care? I always thought, I could be way off on this, that he wanted, that I think, see, here's the thing, and this is what happened to Edwin. People put sort of their money and their reputation down on the next guy they're going to parasite off of. I always thought that Edwin thought, and a lot of people thought it was Salvo. And it turns out, and it was till it wasn't. So I think once you commit to these fucking guys, you know, that's it. So how's Chud going to grow? Chud can only parasite off of Diorio. He wants what Diorio has. So in order to do that, you have to have an opposite, because these people don't go like, all right, like I could watch Diorio and say, you know, I think he's way fucking off on this thing with H3, right? And I could even hate H3, right? But not think. But these guys are like, if you disagree with them, you're a bad person. You're like, oh my God, I can't believe he believed that. That's so crazy. That's so insane. That's crazy. And then from crazy to dishonest to, you know.
Nuance is not allowed online. Okay,
it's not even like nuance. No, it's you speak from a like sort of like what Denim said yesterday. She was yelling at Emmy Room because how do you not have an opinion about this Gestapo? Speaking about what's going on in Minnesota. Well, right there, it's like we've already they've established that this is a Gestapo. That's a binary. It's not even a binary. It's a one-way thing. ICE is a Gestapo. There is no debate there. So would they kind of do the same thing with their own arguments? How could you support H3? You know what H3 means? And then, yeah, but in a YouTube sense, what you need to do is you need to have, like, in order for Chud to overtake Nick, he would have had to go against Nick's major narrative, which he didn't want to do for whatever reason. And maybe, I don't know, maybe it's because Chud left-wing ties. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe I've been told that Chud is a lot more farther left than he lets on, but I don't know. I can't read his mind. I don't really care how far left he is. He's not like a pundit or like he can move the bar in that area anyway, or the needle.
He also views it as like a zero-sum game. Where
that's kind of what I guess.
Correct.
I think you just kind of like put it better than I did. Like it's a zero-sum game. Like nobody is like, all right, Chud. There's no situation where he like, well, I could be against H3 and you could be for H3, and you know it doesn't make us like horrible people that need to be destroyed. But he knows this is a zero-sum game. Yeah, exactly. You put it better.
People have said there's plenty to go around. You know, a few people have said that now.
Apparently, Cleveland and him were told by Nick there's plenty of money here.
There is. Back when Tom was streaming too, he could pull 3, 4, 5K. Nick could be streaming 3, 4, 5K. You could have H3. You could have the lolcow streams like Nick Nobody, Too High, Too Stupid, also pulling a couple of thousand. There's plenty in this space. There's so many viewers.
Plenty of money. And well, I think when you're greedy and you just want it all, yeah. He just wanted it all. All right, let's get into
on August 6th of last year.
All right, we'll go to the news. First off. Here's retard news. Streamer convicted will be sentenced to 8 years in prison if he's convicted on all counts. What the fuck did he do?
I sent you some court documents.
Yeah, I just want a fucking summary. Vicular didn't.
He'll be fine though, boys. Genuinely.
Let's see. Vicular facing years arrested live streaming at the 20-year-old whose real name is Braden Peters. I was like, Braden. Sorry. Taken into custody. A judge ruled that he was probable cause for multiple felony charges during a court hearing, which is also broadcast live to viewers. According to court records, Peters, who was booked on a Class 4 felony counts forged forgery involving possession of a forged instrument and dangerous drug possession. What was he forging? He's also just a Class 1 misdemeanor.
He's 20.
From
He's not 21.
Oh, he'll beat that. No one does. Is it in the States? That's one misdemeanor. Minor using a false ID that lived.
Yeah.
Give me a fucking break. He'll beat that. No one gets time for that. Nothing.
Nah, no. What?
Jesus Christ. Everybody I know. Fucking A. Come on. Peters appeared in, this is absolutely, they max him. Peters appeared in an initial court hearing related to the arrest, which was streamed on Kick channel by a friend who was with him at the time. The proceedings quickly drew attention online as viewers watched the case unfold. He's not doing 8 years. I'm sure he'll get straightened out. I doubt he even gets convicted of a felony.
You get like 6 months suspended if he gets
everything was done properly.
Yeah, he's definitely kind of Rogers. I think he's a bit of a narcissistic psychopath.
No, but he is. Now he's on meth.
Good.
So,
well, he won't last long then. He won't make 30. Good.
Hopefully.
The Nipah virus? Nipah, please. The Nipah virus?
What are the symptoms?
The Nipah virus. Deadly Nipah virus. I shouldn't be laughing about this. I was laughing about COVID fucking 2020.
Apparently this is like way worse than COVID, so we shouldn't be laughing about this.
Beyond India. First fatality recorded in Bangladesh. Shocking. Women had not traveled abroad. Continues across South Asia are tightening sanitary controls amidst fears of a potential outbreak. This news channel only highlights negative stories about India and feels completely deliberate. I don't understand why. Why does it have to be such an issue, especially when the EU actually maintains a good relationship with India? I don't know. You sound like a bot.
What a weird comment.
All I say is Nipah, please.
Nipah, please.
Well, I'm getting no views on Twitch at all. I have no idea. I guess when you don't stream there for years on end, that's what happens.
In peace.
New combat straw where heavyweights just sprint into each other. This is absolutely.
Gotta show this to Keem.
This is like the worst idea ever. Fuck that shit. That's insanity.
We've just condensed down everything what sport is about. You just get it here. Straight.
Yeah, somebody's gonna break their neck too. Fuck that shit. The slap stuff.
You might have done right there.
Do you realize like those slap fighting and shit like this is 10 times more dangerous than UFC and boxing?
Oh yeah.
Boxing's really
permanent,
dangerous.
Instant brain damage.
My fucking god,
people have died in Eastern Europe from it.
Look. I come from a contact sport background. I know. I'm kind of in a soccer kick right now. Oh well, you're Danish, so I mean, hockey's a thing. I believe in checking, hard checking, fucking, and all that stuff.
Dad who boxed.
I'm all for hard hits in the NFL. Yeah. Even boxers are bracing for that type of stuff. Exactly. Fuck this shit, man.
Yeah, this is for all the people complaining about football being too soft. Yeah, here you go.
This Keemstars, I couldn't support this. I couldn't support this in goodwill.
You get the lolcows to doing this, that would...
No. This is Happy Punch. I'm connected to this company. No, I couldn't support. I don't think Keem would keep it. Like, you got to go to that. I can't do it. I can't support this. Everything I learned about, oh God, man, maybe I'm being a pussy. I don't want to watch that.
Well, good thing Boogie can't physically run.
Yeah. Assad obsessed with video games before his downfall. Is he still alive?
Yeah, he's mulling around Moscow.
Oh, playing video games? Playing Fortnite? Maybe I'll see him on.
Supposedly.
I'll see you in Flanagan's Flats over there. Former Assyrian President Oscar spent most of his final years before the regime clapped. Absorbed in video games, according to The Atlantic, citing an order for his officers from the palace in Damascus. Report says in the days before the foreign ministers from multiple countries tried to reach him by phone, but he's getting his Fortnite on, man.
He just didn't even answer. It's not like he didn't want to talk about it. He just didn't answer. He literally left them on red.
Nah, man, fucking. Come on, man. I want to win this one. Right, Ben? Palace officer described Assad as detached and obsessed with video games. This derangement is cited in one of the hidden reasons behind why they're seeing rapid collapse. Get the fuck out of here. He was toast. He's probably playing video games to get away. Assad didn't just lose power, he lost the game. Quite literally.
And you lost the game too, dear.
I bet Assad used aimbot. The Olympics are going on. I hate the Olympics.
Yeah, good stuff.
My son comes out because we're a sports family. My son comes out because Germany won 2 golds. I was like, I don't care. He's like, but I thought you loved Germany. I was like, I do. Like I'll root for them if they're not playing USA in hockey. I go, I'm a team sport guy, Tommy. That shit's all fucking bunch of cheaters. It's all about politics.
Nah,
Toxic
man.
Dome. No way.
They
It's
got the
SFTP.
bobsled women's team.
And thanks, Toxic.
Spandex.
Thanks, Toxic on Twitch. You freak you. It's fucking funny. Hassan is no longer dual streaming to YouTube. What am I doing? Been somewhat of a failure.
Yeah, you should stop streaming.
I genuinely think dual streaming was a mistake.
Oh.
Good audience gets you boosted less on both sides. I agree. Yes, chatter. You are not wrong.
He's going back to single player. I just started this shit. Now we gotta fucking switch back.
Back to Twitch.
It's been
back to Twitch.
A somewhat of a failure. To be fair though, this is a IRL stream, and it's Saturday, so that's like also the other reason why the numbers are.
And he won't go to Kick because they're Nazis, right?
Dog shit. Like, let's be real.
You'll have to go somewhere.
I mean, our Zoran stream wasn't like that. The Zoran stream was like 20K as well when we did it. People only. This is one of the issues with like being there, being the person that's there before they become, a nationally prominent campaign. Anytime you leave the house,
I really don't give a fiddler's fuck. I'll be honest with you. I'm not like Nick. I'm not taking this shit apart. Nick does a much better job than me. I do the light stuff. No. Hello. It's very rare that I'll speak to Zemir, by the way. I will speak my mind rather than get my thoughts out. There's also apologies. What do you apologize for? There's a clip on my stream that's been circulating a lot. I like to explain it for everyone who was hurt or shocked by it. You shouldn't be doing this. When the clip starts, I was responding to a mod asking a question that included the word ICE. I'm not someone that normally comments, gives my opinions on serious world issues or topic. Don't start either. I wish I never did. So it really didn't click to me that they're referring to the agency. Oh, now don't say you're doubly dumb then. Oh shit! I thought this is so. You can see the clip when I say thoughts on ICE. There was an instant cut afterward that makes it seem like I was responding directly to that question, which I'm not. Clarify, since a lot of people speculating about my real thoughts, I should go without saying that no one deserves to live their life in fear of being killed or taken away from their homes. Well, if they're illegal, they do, regardless of who's doing it, but especially not because of ICE or any other government agency. Yeah,
that's how the law works. You go to jail when you break the law as well.
Not if you're a lefty.
They take you away from your family.
If you're a lefty cause, it's okay. I don't care what she thinks personally. I'm not going to call her a fucking Nazi or a commie or anything because she disagrees with me.
She's just an idiot.
I don't even know. The whole thing was like, I'm not interested. They called her a chud and everything else. Make that money. Who cares about these people? Look, she's killing it. Streams, top female streamers, January, Emiro.
She's the girl next door.
Don't listen to these fucking broads. Don't listen to these. Don't listen to, like I was watching Asman, and he says it's so funny like being in your 30s because by the way, this happened to me when I was like 35. Okay, I go on to Facebook and I see all these bitches that I knew gave their boyfriends, not me, gave their boyfriends like blowjobs in public places. Sniff coke off of toilets, right? Kissed, made out with chicks when they weren't lesbians because they wanted to be the life of the party. Lecturing, now they're in their 30s, lecturing everybody else on good behavior and panicking over. It's watching them go from party chicks to Karens, and it was like I used to show my wife because we had a laptop. We only had one computer. We had a laptop in the kitchen, and I'm like, yeah, this girl she used to do coke. Right, and she used to make out. I saw her make out with like 2 separate chicks at once. And this chick gave me, my friend a blowjob like under a tree outside, and everybody was laughing.
I'm in my mid-30s. I'm seeing it happen to the people I grew up with and partied with.
Oh no, it's awful. It's awful. It's awful. And the thing is, I had children at that point. Like what the fuck? Like, what is like? Oh, I can lecture. I have kids now. I can go to lecture everybody on what they're doing. Fuck off.
Yeah, that was the point of getting kids.
If you think about it, like Denims and Casey Tron and all these people, they're the party chicks. They're Karens. So take Emiru, who basically is almost totally a gamer. She's not doing the sex stuff at all like they did. And you got these two Karens pissing and moaning about them. Emiru is big for two reasons. She's got legit, not fake, gamer credibility. Legit gamer credibility. And she's easy on the eyes. And that's it. She's a better gamer than fucking Miss Kiff and half these other dipshits. You know?
Like we were talking about the stream before with music. She's legit. And
she's legit.
Has success because she's legit.
Why do these gamers need to give opinions? I'll tell you why gamers need to give opinions. Because the left, modern left, are a bunch of Nazis. And if you're either with them or against them. There you go. 123C3S5X. That's my password. How did you do that? Wait. Where's Denims?
Frogan, Rising Star Frogan.
Where's Denims? Yeah. Where's Casey Tron? 10 years ago there was a certified Tommy C gamer cred. Yeah. Yeah. Well, she's got better gamer cred than me. She's a better gamer than I am. Jake Paul purposely turning off the halfway show. Let's rally together and show big corporations they can't do whatever they want without consequences. Oh, shut up, Jake Paul.
Give all your money to him instead.
You are their benefit. Realize you have power. Yeah, I do. Click. Breaking. Bossman Jack has $500 on the Patriots.
About that.
Ken returning to cafe and you on bus? Get the fuck out of here. No one told me that. Hold on a second. Oh, God, I hope somebody's fucking with me. I don't see any.
Probably
messages.
JFA on an alt.
Yeah, it probably is. It's official. No, Nick, he would have came to me, wouldn't he? Announcement.
Yeah,
he would have came to me. Sat me down, right? The only thing that makes it weird is because Batgirl took a bizarre time. Yeah. He was on Batgirl stream, just fucking annoying. Oh, okay. He's just being annoying. I think he would have came to me. If me and Batgirl do get separated, I want some say on where I'm going next, and I want to make the best show possible. And I want to do it with a guy next time. And I want him to be really fucking funny. Actually, if I was going to do another show, I would take Seek, who grew up a neighborhood over from me, and who's one of my soccer team guys. If I was ever going to do another show.
I can see that.
And I know Iceman wants to do a show with me, but
Iceman, nah.
Iceman. Governor Gavin was declared today Bad Bunny Day in California. I guess.
Rest in peace, Bunny. Rest in peace, Bunny.
Bye, Bunny. The Seahawks Twitter page is going viral because Chris Pack's unfortunate nickname, CP in the building. CP down here. That sucks. Remember, didn't we have that guy that CP production? We had a guy who was like, "Oh, big fan."
Yeah,
it said
CP Productions.
C Productions.
Was that him?
It's time to change your name, bud. Yeah, but it's my real name. My name is like Chris Peterson. Yeah, it's time to change.
We had that conversation when Cyberpunk came out. Like,
he did change his name.
77.
He did change his name.
Yeah, he did. He did. A little bit.
Fucking funny.
Look, a little bit.
Don't call Baz Buddy's halftime show absolutely terrible. One of the worst ever. I don't even know who Bad Bunny is. I'll be honest with you. That's why I don't care.
I have no idea.
I love my brother, but I don't agree with this. Puerto Ricans are Americans, and I'm happy they were given an opportunity to showcase talent that comes to the islands. Because people turn off the what did he? Wait a minute. Did he say? I turned off a fake American citizen reporting. Oh, I missed that part. Puerto Ricans, like I have an uncle from St. Croix. If you're born in American territory, like Puerto Rico, you're American. Like no, you're not a half American. You're not a kind of American. You are American. Because I remember my uncle's got a thick accent. It might sound Jamaican to some, and they would ask him for his fucking like papers when he would travel like from New York to Chicago. Papers, I'm American, and like yeah, right, pal. Hey, man, I'm American. No, you're not. Guam too, American Samoa, correct. You're American. So regardless of Bad Bunny being a left-wing panderer, doesn't make him. Drake lost $1 million after betting the Pats to beat the Seahawks. Oh wells.
I guess he did worse than Trainwrecks.
Well, what the fuck is this? An armed gang carrying out a deadly assault in an armored crash. Southern Italy.
It wasn't deadly.
Oh, he's a mafia? According to Italian media,
Yep,
8 gunmen posing as some police. Boy, it was like, well, this stuff never happens.
This is movie shit.
This is movies. This stuff never happens in Europe. This shit doesn't happen in America. Only movies. Here we go. Bang, boom. This is what that. You know what that looks like to me? That looks like war.
Yep.
That looks like war.
That Type 56 AK. That looks a bit like war.
I guess it's the mob. Because I know the mob.
It's the Albanian mob.
Oh, it's the Albanian mob. What Italian mob?
Southern Europe is the Albanians who run the show these days.
Ah, damn. This is these guys aren't playing. This is serious bullshit.
No one got seriously injured though, so we're not watching anybody die. And they had the cop car there with them, part of the gang.
None of these guys got picked up either. This is not that far south.
I got 2 of them so far.
Oh, good. That guy's fat.
Let's see how far they got. It's in Italy, so good chances.
Bang. Well, get fucked, everybody.
You're on your way to work.
That looks like a war to me.
Hey.
New war zone.
Hey,
yeah.
Why is traffic stopping? Bang.
All right, why I left line is tech tips. My response to line, that's, all right, hold on. We'll do this part right here. And then call it a night. Here we go. All right, why'd you leave?
After spending nearly 10 years, almost half of my life at Linus Media Group, the company behind channels like Linus Tech Tips, Short Circuit, Tech Quickie, and more, I decided it was time for a change. I packed my...
Who cares, you fucking egomaniac? Like, who cares?
Things.
You imagine being a plumber.
To be fair to him, fair to him, he was kind of pushed to make this. He didn't make this initially. This has been some while since he left, and they kind of brought his face back into it by like using him after he left. In their videos. So
yeah,
he kind of got back into
Look,
it.
I don't blame him for making this because you got to make a splash, and the best way to do that is through some drama.
Props to him.
And good luck to you and all that other shit. But isn't it just bizarre?
He was getting good views. He was getting good views before this. And
I was a plumber at Jimmy's Plumbers for 15 years, nearly half my life. And now I'm starting my own plumbing business. So what? Shut the fuck up. That's what it sounds like.
How do you feel about Keem? Tommy, how do you feel about Keem and Baited? Come on.
Yeah.
Said my goodbyes and left the office and company I poured so much of myself,
the
entirety of my
growing up,
my adult life, and many of my high school years into for the last time. Honestly, I had pretty much settled on...
I hate your cat.
Not making this video. It's just been
like an
kind of a long
cat.
time since I left, and it's taken me a really long time to feel like
here's another reason I hate. Look, I get what he's doing. I'm like with him. You got to do what you got to do to get the thing, but it's so performative, and it makes me want to vomit. I poured half my life into this, and then God. You're just a tech guy.
I think a lot of people have this experience when they're like in their 20s. If they like put in a few years at a company, they're like, yeah, and then you get a heartbroken. You're like, yeah, this is the corporate world.
Like, this is like normal. This is normal. This is normal. Yeah.
I'm emotionally.
But he's doing this to get subs and stuff. And you know what? Fucking get him, man. If that guy didn't pay you one off, and this is the best way to do it, go for it, bro.
And mentally prepared to talk about this. And to be frank, I still don't think I 100% am. But as my therapist likes to say, it's
ooh, therapy.
These fucking Americans and Europeans never. That's one thing I love about living in Europe. No one will ever admit they have a therapist. Ever. You're like, if you go to a therapist, you never tell anyone.
You're crazy.
He doesn't. You're crazy. Yeah, in the States, you're not crazy. You just, you're getting help. It's weird.
A fashion thing.
This is the thing is, I do think there's a time and place for therapy, and I don't think it makes you fucking crazy. Okay, right? But Americans wear it in their sleeve, and they act like they've flipped it around. Like, look how important I am. Oh, I can't handle life. Look at me. Look how important I am. I went to therapy. Yeah, so fucking what? Right? I think it'd be cool to say, yeah, I'm going to therapy for that, and it's working or isn't working. Blah blah blah. That's it. That's all you can say. Europeans are the other extreme. They can have their whole lives being like torn apart. By the way, I've lived here almost 21 years now. And they really could use some therapy. And you don't have to tell anybody, keep it to yourself, or you and your partner or your family, and they won't do it. They'll let their whole lives walk in front of a fucking train. They'll kill themselves when they could have just, saw somebody and like get some medicine or talked it out. It's so, and the Americans are like wear it on their sleeve and they look like agates. And Europeans are the other extreme.
Leading some suicide up north. So,
it doesn't even work. Do you know Germany and the United States have almost an identical suicide rate?
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Well, the Germans are the most. German will kill you. You're a Geisterfahrer, right?
Yeah.
We get Geister. I haven't had one. I think it's been 10 years since I heard one on the radio, but I'm not in a car very often. We get Geisterfahrer reports, right? Now, not all Geisterfahrer are suicides, but some of them are. These guys, this is how they kill themselves. They do the whole thing. I get the guts, and then I go into the other lane. I lost one of my NCOs on the Autobahn. Yeah, by one of these suicide maniacs.
I used to take the commute to Copenhagen. Like a couple of times a week. Yeah, train stops. I mean, that's just regular. They're sending me cleanup crew.
In Europe, there is no monetary incentive for therapy. Well, how about not going? How about not losing your fucking way and like learning to cope? I mean, that would be a good thing, but whatever. But I see what you're saying here.
It's important to talk about your feelings, so why don't we do it?
No, it's not always. Not always. It's not always important.
Depends on the feelings.
No, it's not. It's not. And I'm pro therapy, and it's not always important.
Working at LT.
So sometimes it's time to shut up.
Was my first real job. Hi, Arlo.
Such a soy job.
One that I literally found on Craigslist and started when I was in high school, which meant taking the bus for nearly 2 hours either way after school.
Oh my God, what am I watching here? Whose idea was this?
As a fan of the channel and so many other STEM channels, it was a dream job.
Shut up! I hate this guy so much. I don't care if he's right. I hate him.
Part of who I am would be
an understatement.
God. In the early years, it was amazing.
He acts precisely like he is.
But when every day is a new adventure...
He looks like a less dorky Jay Lee.
It's easy to excuse a bit of hardship given the thrill I got from it. I was originally hired as a general laborer.
You know what the thing is? It's like people think they're so fucking important. This guy just made a documentary on his employment. Oh my God.
Back when the channel had just over 2 million subscribers. Hilariously, it's a job title that didn't get updated on my pay stubs.
I watched Linus since he was at that other company.
Remember when anybody ever made fun of me because I was uptight about being seen with cats because it made me look like a homo? Remember that? And it was like, that's ridiculous, Tommy. All right, now what do you think? I don't know. I love cats, I do, but I don't ever pick them up and everything because I think it makes me look gay, right?
It's like he's putting it there like a show poodle.
I do.
Hey, look at my fancy cat.
Exactly. Look at my fancy cat.
Subtitle that
I love my cats. I'm not gonna show them off.
That is still cringe. I'm sorry, it makes you look gay. Like you should have a dog. Like a German Shepherd or something. I don't know.
A-stubs, I think probably for a year after it changed. But it didn't really matter, since while I did end up working on a bunch of different things, a sort of general kind of guy, almost none of it was what I was actually hired for. You see,
that's where you're from, none of it.
Yvonne wanted me to help organize the warehouse, and while I did eventually make it through the giant mail pile, it would grow every day by more than I could usually get through. What I really ended up doing with my 16 or so hours a week was helping Linus with
imagine me. Oh, I think that you're being a maniac.
with projects like tearing down the original 7
I'm quoting you here.
But in a weird way, like given this big dramatic thing with all these other wussy boys out there and girls, and like he's making it dramatic. This is all performative.
BU build, which I think I did in my first week, testing water blocks for water cooling through the ages, and even water cooling a PS4. Admittedly, not very well, but it did at least work.
Why is it broken, Karen?
And the curiosity didn't stop there. I'd be lying if I said going down memory lane for this video didn't have me feeling like some kind of way. You just kind of forget about all the cool stuff you've done after you've been at it for so long. There was 16K gaming, 6 editors, 1 CPU, more than 1 crazy desk PC, a whole season of Secret Shopper, and of course, we even had an LTT Minecraft server. Over the years, I wore a lot of hats. So much so that it's what's written on my 5-year service award thing. I was the legit... Arlo, are you just gonna have a nap in there? I was the
I hate how much he probably spent $2,000 on that cat. It pisses me off.
logistics person.
You are underbidding here by a fair bit, Tommy.
I have that fucking card right here. Joe's gonna come over and clean it because like I don't know how to take it apart without damaging it. But there's like dust in between the fan and it's covered by glass. That same card.
Person before we had a logistics team, handled almost all of the IT infrastructure for the company, from around 20 people to let's say 80 or so, by myself for a lot of it. And eventually, a while after Alex, Emily, and James got hired on as the first writers for the channel, I graduated high school.
The other people who've been left recently.
And became a full-time writer too, which I neglected to mention and then just started showing up every day. Sorry. After a few years, I also ended up becoming the LTT writing
Did you have a girlfriend?
Team supervisor, helping the other writers with their projects.
I think you know the answer to that, Tommy.
One-on-ones, running our weekly content meetings, all of that, while also trying to make videos. And most of this is years before we even got to renovating Linus's house. It was a lot. And to be honest, there was actually a point a few years ago where I almost quit as well, just purely because of the stress of trying to do both. But I made the decision to try going back to just writing, and I'm really glad I did, because looking back on all those years, I got to play with and learn about tech I never would have otherwise. I got to design and build servers that power more than one creator's YouTube production. I got to set a Guinness World Record with computers. Hell, I even got to put a silly wing on Pluscar along.
When are you gonna attack Linus, man? Get to the fucking point. I don't give a shit.
I've watched for years.
I don't care about anything.
That's just the projects.
Tommy, you guys feel good.
Tommy, you should make one of these videos if you leave the LCU. Yes, I will. I will.
Got to meet so many incredible people, both creators and coworkers, many of whom I'm still fortunate to call friends.
This is all pandering just to people who watch Linus. This is like, hey, remember all these things I did on Linus? I'm the one who did that.
Well, fair enough. I mean,
and it's fair. That's fair. Like,
yeah, look, I don't like the fact that fucking shithead takes his 50% of what I make. I mean, I get what this guy's trying to do.
Some who I even get to work with to this day. But most importantly, I had the opportunity and honor to share the things I learned and experienced with all of you.
That's quick. This guy has a lot to learn before his next attack video. Yeah, right.
I even got to meet some of you at LTX, which was an absolute blast.
Well, he's got such a soy face, right?
Yeah, peak Nintendo mail.
It's something I don't take for granted, and at the time, I genuinely feared losing.
By the way, I love the Switch too.
So for everyone,
there's no fucking software for it, but it's really convenient. It looks great.
Who's watching here on my own channel, thank you. And if you're new here, the most important thing I can probably bestow upon you in this video is that I have a ton of exciting stuff coming, whether it's building a data center in my house, kitting out my own studio hopefully, and who knows, maybe actually making car content at some point. If that sounds cool to you, why not get subscribed? and I would super appreciate it. To Linus and Yvonne, and I guess Luke, since apparently he's the one that told them they should hire me after I started pointing out like bad design decisions on the case I had to tear down in the technical interview. I wouldn't be where I am today had you not taken a chance on.
Well, you know, you just get started. It's called fall back. You'd be in fucking McDonald's in no time, buddy.
A silly 15-year-old. Thank you.
I'm sure he's gonna be fine.
Which is to say,
2.6 million.
Oh, he's already getting great numbers, man. Like,
yeah, good for him. Congratulations.
Leaving
I actually mean that. I'm not going to be a jealous prick.
It was probably the hardest decision I've ever had to make.
I imagine.
I think I said it best in a letter I sent to them a few days after handing in my resignation, which read, in part, sometimes you have to cut off the old...
Oh, hold on. I got a fucking... All right, I got this like giant booger. I got this giant booger hanging on my it's like I can't breathe. I gotta pick it out. I'm sorry. It's like it's hard to believe.
You didn't have to tell us that.
It would have started whistling. Yeah, well then why go black? Then they're gonna wonder what I'm doing. Probably think I had my dick in my hand or something, right?
You have a
booger
boring moment here.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me sure. Hold on. Ew. We'll wipe it off on the tissue. Okay, booger gape. There you go.
Sometimes you have to cut off the old branches to make space for the new ones to grow. I just genuinely did not foresee the branch I'd be cutting off myself to be Linus Media Group. It's probably the biggest branch on my life tree at this point, and it took a lot of...
Fuck your life tree.
Yeah, he's like 25, you know?
Yeah, I know. God damn. It makes me want to vomit.
Probably
this is like your first breakup, you know?
I'm actually doing coke. Yeah, that's right, Piggy.
Hacking away.
Yeah.
But at some point,
I've never done coke.
Even after things are looking up,
you ever do coke? Yeah, like I make that kind of money.
Me?
Have you ever done coke? I mean, come on, you can tell now. You're older now.
Play way too much.
Oh,
much.
Really? See, I've honestly never done it. Like, not once.
Tommy, I have done every chemical under the sun. I mean that literally.
I can see you like your little Viking ass boogie into the
from deliriums to mushrooms, DMT, dark, meth,
you did all the drugs.
You name it, I've done it.
Did all the drugs.
Have to start taking care of the rest of yourself and not.
You got some of my buzz. Fuck off. I've never done coke. I really haven't.
When you've been in a job,
I wouldn't tell you if I did it now. But in fairness, I've never done cocaine. Really.
For that
I'll summarize it. It's good, but it's not worth it.
I have a fentanyl T-shirt coming in, but it looks like Fanta. Like if you
changed. I mean, I started when I was 15 and ended when I was 25, so that makes sense. The people change. Sometimes people leave, and of course the company's going to change.
Yeah,
especially as
life.
The company grew from around 10 people when I started to over 100 when I left. Back in the day, it felt like we all fought in the trenches together, working as a team to share this thing we all held so dear to our little fragile nerd hearts with the rest of the world, and to inspire others that share that passion and to be proud of it. It was really cool, and it still is really cool. When I started working on videos, I got to have...
Linus really taught this guy how to be a spectacular phony.
A hand in everything. The idea, conquering any engineering or technical challenges, building the things, testing the things, and ultimately writing, co-hosting, and working with the editors to deliver finished videos that so many of you watched. It's just that over time, it went from that to a constant, what can be delegated to someone else? Which in my case, where the videos I worked on were mostly based on things I wanted to learn about, it was really challenging to do. I didn't necessarily know.
Every single one.
Yeah.
Like, you start small and it's personal, but then you get some management responsibilities because the company grows. Like, this is
how
so many people's entire job experience.
That as soon as a shoot wrapped, the question turned to, well, who can finish this off? And that led to the projects feeling...
Jesus Christ, the guy has the same cadence and sounds, just like LTT. Fuck, dude needs to be more original.
Yeah, but evidently not. He's pulling great numbers.
Yeah. No, he's actually, you're wrong.
Given how my ADHD brain works, meant that I got a feeling of maybe relief that something...
I just there's no man there. There's no... Like, I have dorky friends. I'm really into gaming, and I just, there's nothing... Ugh.
Thing was finally over.
You know what it is? There's more guys like fucking him nowadays than there's guys like me. That's what it is.
At least instead the rest of us when he's done.
God damn. I mean, imagine a girl looking, boy, I gotta fuck that guy.
I understand how his therapist feels. Yeah,
imagine that.
feeling of accomplishment that I had achieved, learned.
And he's like, I'm not saying this guy's a bad person. I'm sure he's fine. You know, well,
finished something.
He's a YouTuber, so take that with a grain of salt.
It just made it hard to feel proud of the work I was doing, especially since that work was being showed to the public. Combine that with the loss of team members you hope you work with forever, things naturally getting more corporate as headcount increased, going through major controversies more than once, resulting in processes and policies created in the span of a week that no one spent the time to ask if actually made sense later on.
Ooh.
And slowly, the thing you signed up for changes into something completely different. And in my case, it started to turn this thing I loved into something I kind of despised. And I wasn't the only
he's taking a swing now.
team member who felt like this, which
We're getting it slowly.
I hated. And I also kind of hated
Halfway
that
through.
I hated that. I don't know. It's really hard to see something that you put so much into.
What's the point of swinging? I guess that'll bring you more drama.
Become something you don't really want to be a part of. So in the weeks and months before what ended up being my departure, I gave a specific list of ultimatums. Things I needed changed for this to still work for me, and things I knew that resonated with the rest of the team.
Hopefully not
so that
in that
if
font.
ultimately I didn't stick around, it would still benefit them. And while I don't know exactly for sure what ended up changed, I do know that at least some of what I asked for was listened to. And to be clear, I'm not the only person who pushed for change, so this is by no means me taking credit. I just hope that for the current and next generation of LMG staff,
What do you care? Make that money.
that things continue to look upwards. And to Linus and Yvonne, guys, everyone knows you made sacrifices to get where you are. And to be able to support a team of this size.
Look at that retarded Asian guy. Oh my God.
Chinese. Shows you how much LTT I watch.
This is like a good place to get accused of sexual harassment.
And there's a lot of things
Yeah,
you guys
hasn't
did
been
right.
any of that.
Yeah, they haven't gotten hit yet. We'll see.
Don't forget that many of those same people made massive sacrifices and braved many a storms on your behalf as well. Ultimately, it came to a head around feeling
that's what you get
valued,
paid for.
and I'm far from the only person who felt that way. After 3+ years of my total comp remaining effectively the same, while affordability was getting worse and worse.
Oh, this is what it really comes down to.
Yeah, that.
Oh, there you go.
And it's a fair argument. If your
Yeah.
salary has not increased,
And
in 3 years, then you should have the stock.
and Canada's a shithole.
Especially
Yeah,
in
and
Vancouver, one of the least
astronomically more
affordable
expensive.
areas to live in the world. You
Yeah.
kind of start thinking while you're working on your boss's third house if you're ever going to be able to buy a house.
I agree, pal.
And for the record, I don't own this one, I'm just renting. So I started to take an earnest look at my worth, something I procrastinated for years and ignored, really. I explored the revenue that the videos I produced
Sounds like Linus did you a favor.
generated. I applied for and fielded a few job offers, think like infrastructure IT kind of work. It would have been pretty different than making YouTube videos, but it would have been something new. And ultimately, LMG made the choice to not accept nor counter the amount I asked for, which it's perfectly within the right to do.
Yeah. It sounds like this guy did the right thing. He wanted to stay. All right, I get it.
The job market is one that's cutthroat by its very nature.
Sure.
And so, with the knowledge and skills I'd learned
That's Chud logic. Look what he has to do to move up.
along the way, the support of my recently fired friends and my partner, and after just about giving my parents a heart attack in search of something.
I heard Augie RC's doing a video on his own mother. I heard Augie RC's dropping a fucking video on his mom. Look out, Miss RFC.
Better for my family, I quit. Throughout the many
that is
late
nice,
night
though.
chats, it took me to come to terms with the idea of leaving this thing. It was really all I knew. I was reminded
Now I'm starting to think a girl told him to do this. Probably a good girl.
Of the term LMG lifer. It's what we used to call the OG team members. Back then, I thought
Probably
it was pretty
ads
cool
on this
to
video, so
Why would anybody on a YouTube channel think they're going to be there for life?
work at a place where so many of the people thought they'd hang around forever, or even just for
That's immaturity.
longer than they cared to plan for.
yeah,
It's something that
You know, in fairness, you don't really see that, like how stupid that is till you hit 40. You know, like
we all kind of have to go through that.
I'm gonna
with
be all my
something
friends. I did the same
at some
thing.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's your friends or your first girlfriend or whatever it is. There's something where you think like, yeah, this is gonna be forever. Nah, buddy, you're gonna turn like 25 and find something else.
As silly as it seems now in retrospect, knowing how much people's lives change and having the perspective of an adult instead of a child, it was something that became part of my identity.
I will say this though, there was points where I was so happy in my career in the Army. And I remember sitting there almost in denial. I'm going to be here for life and this is never going to end. And I wasn't there for life, and it ended probably a year after I said that. But I've been in those places where professionally, home-wise, everything is perfect and getting better every day. It's a good feeling. It's an addicted feeling. Like everything is where you want. I love going to work. I love getting up. I love the people I work with. And then you just want to keep it. And it's just, that's not the way the world works, man. You know, it's just a good time.
Things change.
I was the guy who made AT for Atari. He said he was like that until he made that game and the whole thing fell apart. And then he spent the next 20 years trying to get his life and career back. Because he could never be as good as it was in 1982 working for Atari. You know, he ended up becoming a psychiatrist, a psychologist, actually. Yeah.
Now that I've walked away from...
Comes in waves. That's the way it does. But let me tell you something. When you get that, when that wave is high and it feels good, and I'm like, God, I'm doing what I want. I'm doing what I'm seeing what I want. I mean, think of my perspective. I'm in Europe. I love my job. I'm banging girls that I would not have been able to bang in the States because I was just, you know, like every other Jersey boy. You're
exciting a foreigner.
Yeah, like this is great. And I'm an exciting foreigner. You used to be a dipshit. Now I'm an exciting foreigner. My job's good. Yeah, I don't make a lot of money, but like it's all the money I make is 100% mine because I don't pay any overhead. I can bank all of it. Oh, it was awesome. It was fucking awesome. Oh, and I could retire. I could have retired last year when I was 48. Unbelievable. You could retire at 38. You play your cards right.
From the only job I've ever really
I joined at 27.
known, where the majority of my friends work, a place I'd like to think I had a pretty decently sized part in building. I was no longer a lifer, and that was kind of hard to come to terms with, at least that day. Fortunately, I had something to look forward to.
We're gonna blow Luke's back out right now.
Look at that terrible beard.
Because that same night, I flew to Las Vegas, not to a new job, but to my very first DEF CON, the world's biggest hacking convention. It was genuinely one of the coolest things I've ever been to, and not at all scary like everyone makes it out to be.
What would be scary about this?
Software there?
Talk them into showing me how they run the network.
It's like a big hacker
tiny
thing.
little room with almost all donated or facility equipment.
Great productions. I checked out your Kipsy. You have solid energy and real growth potential. I help Relators lead affiliate in KCIP.
You should probably expand to a bigger switch with more throughput.
Check out my Discord.
It was super cool.
Which will hack your computer and get in your bank account.
And great for taking your mind off of reality for a little bit.
My wrists are like dying.
Oh, you did it! You did it! And also, I am sorry I didn't actually end up making a video with the footage I took. I just really didn't know what my plans actually were.
You figured it out without figuring it out. Yeah.
Since I quit, I didn't have severance to fall on. I had to do something else to support myself and the family. Fortunately, as some of you probably know, I'm kind of into finely depreciated European cars. Ones that are unfortunately expensive to fix.
Like a certain someone else we know in chat.
How much money were you making if you could have this fucking hobby, bro?
Well, you can't dump it in a house, man. Like there's a lot of people I know like this. They can't afford a house, so they have this.
But they're in some weird hobby. That's like an expensive hobby, bro.
I know a lot of people at the shooting range, man. Like they can't afford a proper big house, but they have a lot of disposable income.
Yeah, they got that's funny.
Like this sick V10 M5 wagon that a customer of mine imported from Japan.
It's like an average car in Europe. That's like he likes family European cars. Like this is something my wife drives. I thought it'd be like a Jaguar.
It is an M series though.
A Ferrari.
It's a V10 under there. It's a V10 under.
It's a big deal. Looks like I can see the baby carriage in the back of this fucking place and the toys. You know,
that's the point. That's the point of this model, though. The point is it's supposed to look like that, but then have a really
so it's
motor.
got a sports car engine and all sorts of other shit. But it looks like there's a bunch
very
of
simple.
drooling children in the back. It's a sleeper, you retard.
So
yeah,
you
right.
This
is like an average car. This
it's a wife car.
This looks like every car around here. Get the fuck out of here.
Working on cars.
I don't know anything about cars. I've never been interested in cars.
Like that has
but I know what the cars look like
out
around here. I don't like
more
it.
Of
I like arcades.
Fell for it though.
No, I could never get. I feel no kind of way about cars. None.
Hobby for me and
or
less
trucks,
of a job. But
or
despite
vehicles.
saying that, for
I think planes are cooler than cars. To be honest with you.
Years I hustled my ass in and out of the shop on evenings.
The station wagon for children, you retard. How about that first?
And weekends to support that hobby and save a bit of money for the rainy day, like quitting your job, and of course, to feed my desire for knowledge. It's just that it was
next week. Next week. Yeah. Next week, I'm going to repair a Ford Taurus.
It wasn't really as fun for me to learn about new stuff like that if I came to share it with somebody. That, above all else, is what I really love.
Oh, what's a fucking car my wife used to have? It was a Spanish car. I forget what. Not Adobe. That was a joke on Saturday Night Live. I forget. We had some other kind of car for a while. And yeah, like some average fucking everyday car.
About my time at LMG, I got to share anything I learned with all of you. So even during my final 2 weeks, I was already spending what little safety net I had required on lights, a microphone, a tripod, and
why not a house?
A bunch of iPhones I really couldn't afford, with the hope that I could again share my passion for tech with all of you. And since people are gonna ask, yeah, all of this is a big part of why I had such an emotional reaction to clips from my channel being used in the How LMG Spends Money video that LTT released recently. I'll link to it in the description if you're interested, but it basically details the average comp across the entire team, talks about how they spend the revenue.
Why would you tell the public that?
The company generates.
Like it's anybody's business.
Some insight into Linus and Yvonne's takes.
This is how we make the sausage. Who cares? You know?
Comb as the sole shareholders of the company, and included a short segment at the end talking about past staff members' new ventures, and also included some footage of current staff members too. At the time, seeing myself and some of my friends talked about in a section about how proud they were of ex-LMGers, right after what felt like Linus justifying the issues so many of them and myself had been raising for years with, 'cause capitalism?
What?
It just felt kind of backhanded, and it did
what?
make me
whoa,
really
whoa, what did I miss here? Hold on.
Proud they were of ex-LMGers, right after what felt like Linus justifying the issues so many of them and myself had been raising for years with, 'cause capitalism?
Because on the other hand is this out of the integrated system we have to operate.
So that's Linus Tech justifying the low salary.
Really upset. Add in that people were misinterpreting it, and the fact that no one asked me for permission to use the clips, or if I even wanted to be included in the first place.
I've been through this road.
Capitalism sucks, but this is a dumb idea to make this video.
Or even linking to the channel or anyone else's channels until I brought it up. It just.
Well, they have so many people. They have like a PR department, I'm sure. They have HR, man. They have so many people over there for some.
No, they're a bunch of fucking capitalists that are uptight about it. Is what it is, and they said this because a lot of their crowd are a bunch of fucking idiot Hassan watchers. So this capitalism sucks, but well, capitalism sucks, but A, there's no other better system, and B, it's the only reason you have this stupid fucking channel to begin with. You need A, the economy and the infrastructure to produce the things that you review. So it's just like, that because capitalism, whatever.
Maybe that's not how it was intended, and I'm sorry if it wasn't. But when you're directly on the other side of something like this, it's real stuff. This affects your life and your friends who have already been through so much already. So
cry.
I got emotional. I'm still emotional.
I could see where he's coming from, like, we do it this way, and I'm not making any money because, and you say because capitalism. Yeah, that's kind of, and the guy's doing the right thing. He's starting over. Okay, I get that. Sure.
And I'm not going to apologize.
I was bummed when I got
fired. What I will apologize for is that I didn't need to bring all of you into it. In retrospect,
I didn't mean to bring you all into it. You fucking lying sack of shit. You did an entire section in your video about it. Like, you just be honest. Like, I didn't mean like don't act like this is a conversation and you just brought this up by accident. You recorded and edited this motherfucker. You know,
come on. It makes any sense without context, anyways. And more importantly, it's just not your business. You guys,
you made it my business, you fucking ginge. What are you talking about?
Hey, Tommy, you don't have the G pass.
Come on, he's being a retarded ginge.
Okay, you can have the G pass.
Okay.
Yeah. To me, it hurt, and ultimately, that's my problem.
Ginger, please.
I'm sorry.
Ginger, please.
Once you go ginger, man, you don't go back.
And I should have taken a moment to pause and let myself breathe before acting emotionally, because honestly, it's time to move on. I should have made this video a long time ago so that this hasn't been...
You can say one good thing about Linus, which is interesting.
...looming over my head, and for a while there I thought I'd be able to move on without it, but clearly that's not the case. Despite all of that, I hope that they're able to fill the shoes I left empty in a way that makes sense for them, and I look forward to hopefully seeing some content about my babies. Wannick 4, the Mother Vault. I honestly don't even remember if it's Wannick 4. I think that's right.
I don't care. All right, let's listen to these guys bitch about him throwing them under the bus. Linus Tech Tips responds was insane. It's bad. From Slop Manual, whatever his name. I see him on Twitter a lot.
Fair bit of conversation on social media about LMG's willingness to invest in pay for its employees.
Recently, the YouTuber and content creator Linus Tech Tips has responded to backlash. Whilst Linus Tech Tips has been involved in a decent amount of controversy over the past couple of years, this most recent stuff started to pick up some more steam when a former employee called Jake made a video talking about his experience working at the company, the positives and the negatives, which included employee wages.
Ultimately, it came to a head around feeling valued, and I'm far from the only person who felt that way. After 3+ years of my total comp remaining effectively the same, while affordability was getting worse and worse, especially in Vancouver, one of the least affordable areas to live in the world, you kind of start thinking while you're working on your boss's 3rd house, if you're ever going to be able to buy a house.
And he does actually have 3 houses.
I don't know on this one, I'm just...
I got to be honest with you. He should have been aware of that and the impact it would have on his team.
Yeah, you know what you get into.
And I don't care that he earned all those houses as far as I'm concerned, but you can't just keep building fucking houses while your employees, your top employees are paying rent. Like that's just, it's not, and you can't just say, because capitalism. First of all, that's not good capitalism. The idea behind capitalism is investment. Like, you have a lot of money because you've served a lot of other people. That's the whole idea. Well, you're taking and not giving. If that's the case.
Renting.
No, we previously
you gotta at least keep your employees content.
Yeah. Well, or at very least, just keep them content. Yeah.
Are interested in what Jake said in that video, I recommend that you go and check
fucking
out
Ford figured that out. He was like, let's give them a proper salary,
And he's like, well, it sucks, capitalism sucks, and I'm top of the game, but it's just the way it goes. I mean, I can see why that guy got pissed off.
But since then, Linus Tech Tips has responded, as it kind of became a bit of a meme online about people leaving Linus Tech Tips as a company. Firstly, we're going to see his show segment where he actually addresses about his employees' wages, and then we're going to take a look at his responses on his other social media platforms.
A fair bit of conversation on social media about...
Why did he address this? He didn't have to. Smartest move
here
would be
every
like,
time. Every time.
Every time somebody leaves, he should say, hey, all the best. Good luck.
No. Every time there's anything, any sort of drama.
And he always makes it worse.
Live on his podcast. Yes. And he does, precisely. Every time it's gotten worse.
LMG's willingness to invest in pay for its employees, and I just wanted to kind of
I seem to remember Versus saying he always responds always. I seem to remember Versus telling me in another drama a couple years ago, this guy always responds.
Put this to rest.
There was some CEO
I feel like,
thing
we
and some
did the
graphics
How Does
card
LMG
thing,
Spend Money video recently.
All kinds of things.
And I laid out, how much more LMG has spent on employee salaries going from 2024 to 2025. And it seems like that didn't really sink in, or it didn't really reach far enough. I'm not sure, but basically I've always believed sunlight is the best disinfectant. So I actually asked accounting to put together some additional numbers.
Okay.
And Here it is.
Linus, after explaining why he's even doing this in the first place, then shows a series of graphs to try and show that actually Linus as a company is heavily investing in its employees. So I don't want to interrupt Linus too much, as of course he knows his stuff better than I do, right? This is his analytics at the end of the day and his response. But overall, Linus is just trying to show his audience that he does actually care about his employees and investing in them.
New growth in 2019, revenue growth outpaced wage growth in 2020. They were both about the same in 2021. Revenue growth outpaced wage.
Yeah, that might be true. It's still the growth and the investment may not be enough to buy a house.
It's almost like inflation has been.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, like, yeah, the 2020s are brutal. But I mean, here's the thing. You know, you could show an increase in investing, but we don't know exactly how much that is. Does that mean your people can afford houses when you're building 3 and having them help you build it? For content that you make money on, it's like
it just looks bad. If anything,
it's just a bad look. Yeah, it's just a bad look. You know, I'm saying this guy's not entitled to his shit. You know, if you can get people to work cheap for you, that's fine. But you know, we live in a social media age where they can make a video on you saying you're a big Scrooge.
This is the type of place they can get anybody, man. This is like a gaming company with game devs. Oh, you want to come work for Linus Tech Tips? It's a dream job. Here's the low salary, though.
I mean, to a certain extent, I've always gotten people helping me out for fucking less than nothing because they want to be a part of it. Now, I don't make enough money to justify paying a salary. So, I never have. But Chud has.
You only pay me in insults.
Yeah, I pay you in insults. But so there's always the people that just want to be a part of it, right? But, you know, you haven't had people come out and say that I've ripped them fucking off. I always was up front. You want to hang out? And that's it. Yeah, you're making me money. There's no doubt about it. But it's a little different situation with, if Chopping Point was like way bigger, like Linus Tech Tips, I'd have to pay people. Have to. You know, and I have to give them a living wage if they're taking up that time of day. I wouldn't feel good without it.
Channel that size.
Like, imagine.
There's a lot
Gun
of
Cannon, very
money. They have
Gun Cannon. Oh my god, like, he goes back before drama. He's Gun Cannon goes all the way back to he's one of Dave's friends from wrestling and other streamers.
Wage growth a little bit in 2022, and then into 23 and 24, wage growth outpaced revenue growth dramatically, and then they had those.
Also, this shows growth.
Revenue growth outpacing wage growth.
If it's just low to start with, then who cares?
Not by very much. It's pretty close, like what we saw in 2019.
After this, Linus then shows a different graph of different analytics to try and convey the same point.
Then there's profit. So I've talked about this before as well. This is all relative.
It's just supposed to, like, it's so, like, these graphs, regardless of what they say, and I'm not saying any are fake or anything, it still doesn't change the human factor. That guy can't, I mean, I don't know, maybe he's spending all his fucking money on his European crappy cars. But I mean, if it doesn't get around the fact, this is what the public's going to see. You have 3 houses. They don't have any. Now, if this guy is blowing all his money on a stupid hobby and that's the reason, and you pay a good wage, fucking, all right, throw him under the bus. Or donate, or do what a normal company would do. Don't say anything at all.
Relative to 2018. So in 2022, because you're seeing that increased investment in people happen when revenue is flat, that obviously has an impact on profitability. Neat, right? And then this is the
that can also be caused by other investments.
So year on year,
I've seen enough charts to know you can read these in all sorts of ways.
And
really wild.
Things are a little bit more on pace with each other in 2024 and 2025. But as you can see, even though revenues recover,
this is like so cold. He's like giving you like a corporate lecture. It's so funny.
Yeah.
A little
and
bit
again, when he's talking about growth, if he pays minimum wage
profitability
and
still
it just
has
keeps
its
up
own
with
struggles
inflation,
because
then
there
who
are
cares?
other overhead
This is
concerns
not
aside
well
from
handled
just
at all.
salaries. So just wanted to make it
And
very,
people
very
want
clear
numbers.
that
If you
LNG
start showing shit like this, you're
has
going to have to give
and
them real
continues
numbers.
to invest in people, and
I was just with my phone. He's talking about Bad Bunny. I could give 2 fucks.
that applies both.
You know, I was working, putting my fucking little arcade here together. I forgot the Super Bowl was even on.
to key members that we want to keep here on the team, as well as
that's very European of you.
New hires.
Yes, that was a pretty lengthy clip. I do apologize. But we do have to push to try and get this video to 8 minutes in the first place, right? Ultimately, this is all Linus said in the stream, and I think it's in pretty important context to be adding in this video, as this is the main part of Linus's response here. Honestly, I can see this breaking either way online. At the moment, there is a lot of anti-Linus Tech Tips sentiment, so I'm pretty interested to see where this goes, especially if maybe a former member of the team does speak out about how Linus has responded here. This is not the
so Slop here is smelling an avalanche.
Only response that
that's really what this
is given online, as recently lots of people have been memeing this whole thing of people leaving Linus Tech Tips and making YouTube videos on it, and that's been something that's been going around online.
What was that thing they did in 2017? It was I'm leaving BuzzFeed. Why I left BuzzFeed. Yeah. So he's getting why Linus getting why I left BuzzFeed.
This is something that Linus Tech Tips has kind of played into himself and been responding to lots of criticism underneath these.
Don't respond, fucking dipshit.
Tweets. Why I left.
Imagine Mr. Beast responding.
You
to
actually
shit
don't
like
need to interact with
the
real
problem.
people.
Thank you, Verst. How smooth.
For STS donated $15. Hausmaus. I get 3 houses. You get 3 graphs.
Yeah. We'll check these graphs out, you lying bitch. You know what it is? It is new, his business is based on his relationship with the public of being a good guy. And as you guys know who watched Off on the Point, there are very rarely any good guys in this business. So to him, the reason he responds is I have to keep this image going. I don't want to look like a cold corporate shell. The problem is the reason they're cold about it is because if the corporations get involved in this shit online or clapping back, it just makes them look worse. You're better off just shutting up.
Yeah. A channel that size, just shut up, dude. Man.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a big, whatever. Like this is what a corporation would do. You've been criticized by the way you pay your appointees. We pay our appointees. We play our employees good. If you want, we have a whole section on our website on how the graphs work for the employee. Just mention the link. You don't have to point them to it. We invested more in that. That's what you do. You
try to touch it as little as possible.
So much of this business is
push
based
it out
on
there and don't touch it.
I'm Linus and I'm a good person.
Yeah.
Sorry, capitalism.
Group new video on my personal channel. Now this link goes to a rickroll, and to say people weren't happy about this is an understatement. Linus, I'm curious if you're concerned this could be construed highly negatively, considering the very respectful and emotional videos posted by some of your more popular recent departures. I'm curious if you're concerned that you might not be that fun at parties. Now,
that was stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually happen to agree with the user who.
So, you know what that shows? That's a mess. Right? That's what? What are you saying?
You know he has a Kiwi Farms thread. He himself has a verified account. He writes in himself.
I don't want to make fun of him too much. I figure I'm going to get around in me.
Now, whilst I don't particularly care
but
about
in your own thread,
I do think it could be taken in a way that is disrespectful towards those employees that have been incredibly respectful in their videos talking about Linus Tech Tips, their fun moments they had with the company, and also some of the more negative.
Why would you respond that way? It's beyond
I just think it was a pretty risky.
Maybe he is a
move
monster.
For Linus to post this in the first place, as lots of Linus Tech Tips fans have received these videos by people like Jake incredibly warmly. Unreal! I can't believe you're leaving LMG.
I hate to say it because
just
people say it a lot,
but yes, focus on your health.
Main character syndrome a little
Thanks
bit.
for your support. It means a lot to me in this next chapter, focusing on my health and my passion for cutting tissue paper into smaller and smaller pieces. It is important to note, while people did respond negatively to this, there were also lots of people who did actively engage in the joke with Linus. User tweets out, difficult day at Linus. Linus responds, at this rate I should probably IPO since workforce reductions are so good for the start. Genuinely one of the worst responses for all of this drama. He responds by saying, none of these people ever worked here. Now look, if you want to make the criticism that Linus making all these jokes could be seen as inconsiderate towards the actual people who have made videos talking about their experience working at Linus, then go ahead. But ultimately, what Linus is doing here is responding to all of the memes that are going on around people leaving Linus Tech Tips, not the actual people that are doing so.
It feels like Linus got a lookout gene. Who responds to this?
He's not sitting here responding to Jake's video taking the piss out of the positive and negative experiences that Jake had at working at the company. Ultimately, yeah, I would consider that probably not the greatest response and would critique that a lot more than just the simplistic jokes to the memes that are going on. Somebody probably believed...
Oh, somebody sent me the verses, sent me the peg or something. We are Linus Media Groups. Where is this? Open and scroll down the role names and expanded. They have their compensation at the bottom in each of their jobs. What? They would post that publicly? What?
It's getting more common.
Each job. Okay. Full-time financial assistant controller. Really? What's the money? 80,000 and 120,000 per year. That's pretty good. Pretty good. It's not like awesome. What's this? Full-time camera operator, 6 camera. That's all right. That's pretty good.
Let's see how it.
Full-time writer, 6. Pretty good. Oh wait, it's just all Canadian. It's shit.
Yeah, it's shit. It's in Toronto as well.
It's shit. I thought this was like for U.S. dollars isn't bad. 60 Canadian. What is that, like 30 fucking American? Yeah, I just key idea. Well, I'm sorry, I never lived in Canada. Oh my god, this is absolute trash. Oh man. 100 grand ain't 100 grand over there, you know?
No.
Used to be like, if you made 100 grand like in the 90s and 80s, you're rich. Now it's like you have a good job. You know? Unbelievable. That's it, folks.
I mean, it looks like they pay like legally, like, but it kind of just compares to everything else I'm seeing Canada wages. If I look up averages, like it's pretty like below, a little bit below average.
It's wild.
Though some of the people memeing actually worked there, line of response, are you thick? Follow up, that might help you out, none of those people ever worked here. It's a meme. My response is equally a meme. Again, Linus isn't responding to any of the actual employees.
Why are you responding? You have big corporate, like you have a corporation, and you're the head of it.
He has a wife and 3 kids.
And you're like, I'm memeing with the boys. Grow the fuck up, Linus, really.
Somebody who have made videos in this manner, taking the piss out of them, that is simply not what's happening here. He's engaging with the meme that's actively going on. I don't see an issue with that as long as he's...
I do. If you're a fucking grown up, I don't see an issue with it. Like if you're slop meanal, you're just an average like YouTuber. Sure, yeah, join the meme, have fun. That's why you sent me to his page. Yeah, like if you were a grown up running a company and responsible. No, this is extremely stupid.
He's not actively
taking he had like 200,000 subscribers. No, he has 12.
I don't see
a
any
wife
problem
and 2 kids.
This guy clearly lives with his parents. I mean, if anybody says that.
Quick outline, Tech Tips veteran Jake Tivy left the company in August 2025 after nearly 2 years. He said his pay stayed flat over 3 years while Vancouver housing costs soared.
Some of that is because the fucking Canadian economy sucks. I'm sure that's not 100% Linus.
Yeah, there's only so much he can do.
Yeah.
Thinking while you're working on your boss's third house, if you're ever going to be able to buy a house. A user perks is wild how many people are...
That's probably a bad look. He has many brains. He just sold the other 2 fucking houses and lied and said he couldn't afford them. Well,
just finding out.
Yeah, you get the in-laws.
Somebody responds asking why Linus is a huge POS. Another puts, well, there's the guy he fucked
like watching Bobacks.
By stealing his prototype and selling it off to his competition while bad-mouthing the leasing. Linus responds to this by saying, imagine still thinking this is what happened. Sabotaging a test through...
he's still going... This is not fucking smart. I don't know how Slop here thought this was smart on any level. This is about the most childish shit. He's a 30-some-odd-year-old man, pushing 40.
And this is what happens every time.
Putting his whole company at risk. Yeah, he's done this before. His whole company at risk, unnecessarily. Jumping on the meme. This is like dumb. Beyond stupid.
Incompetence or malice doesn't change that.
Dan.
And auctioning off something that doesn't belong to you is still selling something you didn't own. What is that called again? Alright, stealing. It was sent with no obligation to return it, and I wasn't informed that it needed to go back when I...
Why are you arguing over this fucking...
Complete accident. Also, imagine thinking it ever mattered how this stupid thing performed. They did one production run and never made it again. People acting like this is a 300 million one-of-a-kind breakthrough prototype is pathetic. Linus puts, while they were told what to think by...
So he got dragged through a red herring, and he's talking about shit that doesn't even have anything to do with the salary now, dipshit.
One who framed it as some kind of special one-of-a-kind thing, rather than a piece of mail that could simply be replicated with a few hours of machine time. Outside of that, let's see what some other people were saying about Linus and Linus's response. Linus, low-key not giving an F anymore. Linus responds, I checked my wallet, I checked my bank account, I checked all 3 of my houses, there were no Fs left in any of them. No,
Wow! Is that really him, or am I getting trolled here?
No. That's him.
No fuck. How old is Linus?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh my God, that's a problem with YouTube. You say kid forever.
Yeah, 39.
Almost 40. What the fuck? That kid's video came about 2 weeks ago. Unbelievable.
I'm gonna sit here and act
86, yeah. Well, the fucking millennials are starting to turn 40.
Offended on someone else's behalf, seeing as well as Jake and Linus had a positive, jokey interaction, or at least that's what I've read it as. Some people have read it as more of a negative thing, but regardless, ultimately, I'm just kind of surprised.
And how is his real name Linus? Isn't that from, like, Peanuts, goddamn comic book? Carl Schultz. Who names your kid Linus? Your parents hate you.
Because I feel like a lot of Linus' audience has responded incredibly positively towards Jake's respectful video. Linus responded to a couple more memes, and some people got offended at these memes. So Linus' joke
Linus in there. Like, this should have been a memo. Do not respond to any threads that are related to such and such.
Litmus test to see who reacts to headlines versus reads the article. Lots of journalism fans here demonstrating exactly how deep they go before pretending they know jack shit about anything. I've got to say that Linus' joke tweet about leaving his company and jumping on the meme that's currently going on has exposed lots of these performative accounts who just tweet things to engagement bait and get some likes. Pillars of the company leave, say it's because of mismanagement and not being appreciated, make a video mocking them. More and more I'm believing the theory that you're a sociopath and one of your children put your cat in the dryer.
Oh no! I hate pedophiles, murderers, and bad guys is posted on their timeline for the first time in a while. Hold on. Stop everything.
Yeah.
Is this real? I hate kill pedos or else. Execute everyone in the files. I don't care who they are. No, this is like a reissue. Remember they blocked this account. Hate pedophiles. The Call of Duty thing's still there. That's awesome. He hasn't posted in a while. Execute everybody in the files. If you're a pedo who rapes kids, or a murderer who kills good guys, or a bad guy who does all the bad stuff, here's what I say to you: middle finger. It's a read. That's not the original account, but that was great.
If you want to critique Linus for making this post in the first place and say that it's disrespectful towards the people, blah,
what
blah,
game
blah,
is this, by the way?
Blah, whatever you want to say. At least
Minecraft.
you understand that.
Say Minecraft.
Because it's actually something that happened. He actually
Is
made
it?
that
Yeah,
post.
it is.
But ultimately, Linus simply just didn't
Is
make
it?
a fucking
No, I
video.
don't think so.
Linus responds, I can tell that you haven't watched the
Yeah,
video.
it is. I played
laid
enough
out my
Minecraft.
response to all
Minecraft.
I can't believe
of the allegations that have ever been made against me and my company, and I think after watching it you will understand the full picture. The account response was saying, I watched the video, I still think you've lost your humanity. The reason that the founding stock of your company are all leaving. I'm incredibly interested to see what you, the viewer, have to say on all of this, and what's your thoughts on all these meme posts, because it does seem like the audience is split on whether these are funny, and that it's great to see Linus getting involved in the memes and not taking everything too seriously, or
bad for business. Who cares if it's funny?
towards these people who
Shut
have
up.
made videos just being
I'm glad he
respectful
did
and
too.
being
I'm glad he did too, but it's just stupid. Childish.
out them
Yeah.
the company.
And I'm pro stupid and childish. Don't get me wrong. I just wouldn't do it if it was going to cost me
More
money.
content for us.
I'm not going to cost me money or my reputation. Fuck that.
And also be interested to see
I mean,
what you have
Sphere
to
the
say
Square
about
Blocks.
Linus'
Yeah, I see
response
him.
on his live
This
show.
isn't
But
Minecraft.
that's
It's
it
something
for
else.
today's YouTube video. I appreciate you watching. I've been
No,
Samuel.
it's
Don't forget to
Minecraft.
subscribe,
It has
and I'll catch you
mods.
in the
This is
next
kind of
textures
oh,
and
it's probably some
shaders.
kind of mod, right? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it's a bunch of shit installed on it.
All right. What do I
It's
care?
not default Minecraft.
I don't care. Done.
Done. That was also what? Fuck.
Here's some
almost
more schizo
3 hours?
posts from
Fuck.
Wow. Let's see what else he posted. It's a waste of time, isn't it? It's so easy to get sucked into all the negativity.
What are you doing, Linus? What are you doing right now? Oh. Oh, Tommy. One more tweet. One more tweet. One more house. One more house. Yes.
Hashtag one more house. There you go. If he replies,
one more house. One more house.
One more house. One more house. 3 houses, a private jet. He's a look.
Come on, he drives a Porsche. He can afford a 4th house.
Jake's doing well isn't the negative. A wealthy business owner refusing to improve pay for his employees, likely based on some stupid internal design suppressing. But here's the thing: like this guy is totally ignorable. This Joe Does Gaming, totally ignorable. He's got 1 like. Right, this guy doesn't know. He doesn't know what's going on a lot any more than I do. What's going on there? There could be really good reasons for it. So he gets involved. Jake's been paying. Jake's pay scaling is between him and his manager. But your random assumption is anything is based on the desire to suppress wages increases that as random. We've scaled pay substantially over the last couple of years. I'd love to ask him. Okay, you wrote that. What do you expect it to do? This is not the way a CEO behaves in any company, even a YouTube company. This reminds me of like when FaZe made a video game, right? And that guy on the call pointed out that it's like they didn't do anything. And their solution to the expose is like, hey, on the call, suck my dick. And they had to return all the that was their move.
Yeah.
This is a little smarter than that. Hey, out of the call, suck my dick. And he's like, out of the call, he was 100% right. They had made a move on their stupid video game. You know? Yes, that was official press release from, that was an official press release from FaZe. Suck my dick. That's what it was. All right, let's shout out the Pats. $10 a month on Patreon. You always get shouted out. Like guarantee.
Give Tommy all your
guarantee. I might come back to. I might do another one tomorrow and do Brittany Venny's iDubbbz because I did Brittany Venny's iDubbbz like when the original one a couple months ago. So how's the victory lap? Great. I made like $3,000 and 72
That's over.
What do you think? I'm feeling great. What are you talking about? I didn't make money. I didn't make that much money on Mama Max. I don't care. I don't know. I like the fact that people are here again. It's funny. It's not. I'm never gonna be like a huge YouTuber, but I'm glad Shop the Point's still alive. I think a lot of other people are glad too.
Oh.
You know?
Not necessarily for the stream, but just look to who's in calling.
Who's in calling? I didn't know anybody was calling. I was like, oh, we have people calling. Oh, holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, let's take calls. Fuck it. I'm not ready to go. I'm not done. All right, let me shout these guys out just to get. I'll take calls. I totally forgot there's calls. I've been looking at shit.
No one cares about you, Doug.
Will, Jeannie, Picklington, Jen, G-Man, Ghost Gaming, Final Flash, Taylor, NYT Mom, B, Blue Jacket, Tommy C's Cat, Oatbrag, and the great Nesquik who supports. He's just a supporter. So if you want your name read off at the end, I read them all off. And you're over 10 a month, yeah. Want to do less than that? It's fine with me too. You're awesome. You're cool. You rock out with your cock out. And then you can connect any of this shit to any like meetings we have afterward. So I want to take my first victim is Hangsight, who is a part of. What do you do over there in Minnesota? You open learning facilities? Is he there? I'm gonna give him a break. I think he went away.
You're muted, Hangsight.
Hangsight, you're muted. You're mute. Hangsight. Get over here, you Somali pirate. I can just imagine him Somali pirate. Oh, he must have pulled me.
There's some free boats over here.
All right. I'm just going to put it back because I do want to talk to him. Let's talk to another interesting person who, and speaking of people you don't want to move to your country, let's put Deez, who's in Iran waiting to be bombed. Deez, you're on the air. I'll get you later, Hags. I saw you move. Deez, are you all right? Is everything cool? I was kidding. I think and I care about you a lot. Buddy?
Did the secret police get you?
Yeah, they probably did. He's listening to SFTP and he's like, ah!
Bad timing. They're kicking him the door.
Deez is in Iran. I put a Deez hang sites back. I might take him back. No, Deez survived the genocide. A real one. For real.
Somehow.
Yeah, he did. No, like no joke. Just a couple weeks ago. I had a private call with him without going into details. It was horrifying. Like no joke. But we do want to talk to him.
We can say that it is still ongoing.
Hey, you Somali pirate. Stop stealing from all the good Minnesota. Why are you and your family stealing from all the Minnesota taxpayers? I don't appreciate that.
Well, Tommy, the reason my mic was muted, I had to take away ICE inmate in my basement. I had to take him out. I'm all good now. I'm here.
Good. Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah. Did your relatives take it away or what? Tell me the truth.
I mean, they're not really wanted in Minnesota. I don't know if you can tell, especially that Nick guy, Nick Shirley. He's an enemy over there. So
yeah, you like Nick Shirley's video?
He's okay. He kind of reminds me of my friend.
Willie Mack hates him.
I have a friend that looks like him. So
yeah, Nick Shirley. He does seem a little strange. I gotta be honest with you. He talks kind of, and we found all the corruption. He's a bit weird. Can I ask what part of the country you live in? I don't want to dox you. Where do you live? I just been saying Minnesota because it's funny. I don't think you live in Minnesota.
No. I live in Arizona.
You live in Arizona? Has it? No one's. It's only people have only made cracks, right? No one has just said fucking get because you're an American citizen, so's your family, and you did it the right way, right? No one has said anything like "go back to your country, stop stealing." Have you had any like racist incidents?
I mean, when I go to work, like my buddies and I, we all craft each other with jokes. So we're good. So,
but that's but nobody's fucking treated you poorly. I wouldn't like. I'd be ashamed of that.
And I told you, hey Tommy, I want to say that voice note that really helped me, bro, because my family's been going through a lot. So
really?
I appreciate it. Yeah,
well, we're kind of back. We're kind of back on the attack here. So I remember during the Chud thing, you popped in and like, man, I don't like this anymore. This is not fun. And I remember feeling when you wrote that in the thing, I saw it and I felt like really bad.
Because it's like
you were a hard fan. Yeah, you were a hardcore fan. It changed. It's like I don't want to sound like that dipshit that's mad at Linus. Things change, man. They change, but we're kind of going in a new direction. So
the thing about that is, I've been watching you now. It's gonna be 9 years, and next month, like on and off since 2017. Right. So I'm hearing all this drama with you. I mean, I give less of a fuck about Chud, but Augie, that's kind of like because I like Augie, I like you too. So I know you guys don't want to be friends, but like I can't like just go and be a dipshit to either one of you guys. So that's basically what I was saying.
You know what? I mean? I'll even go as far because I'm not fucking like go watch. You like Augie? He's still broadcasting. He's on Kick. Go watch him. Enjoy it. Right. My thing is that this. I think this had to become public because let's face it, the guy's been taking nasty shots at me for a month. He's celebrated. Like I didn't really go into it that much. Like when him and Bovax kind of celebrated the Mama Max video, they thought it was the funniest thing ever. And all that other stuff. What?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Fuck. I just got a nasty gram from my wife. Got to do something.
She's like, get off the stream. She's like, get off the stream right now. We gotta go.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I just got an Instagram. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. But
Sleeping on the couch.
There you go. Oh, boy. Yes, I am. Ah, fuck. Well, I said I was going to do something, I didn't do it.
But that's pretty much, I wanted to call in and just tell you, man to man, I like both of you guys, and I hope things go well.
Watch what you want. I don't care. I just don't want anything to fucking do with them. I don't really want anything to do with anybody. I think that's fucking fair.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many times can you just use common sense to figure out people's characters and then be told you're crazy or drunk or unhinged by people 20 years your junior that really don't, that unfortunately haven't anything terrible happen to them, and a lot of them were I mean, I didn't make Augie or anything like that. I'm not that stupid. If anybody, Nick did. Any beneficiaries of my kindness that helped them get well, I tell you, so Bobak's got his entire idea for that from Scrubby, who's my friend. So there you go.
That is true. That's true.
So I mean, it's kind of weird when like a lot of the stuff that happens to you on YouTube is just like total luck. Total luck. It's just complete luck. And then, when you exceed or outdo the people that you're, that helped you out or just you happen to know and got shouted out from or did a show with them, and then you just think you're beneath them. Why should why should I be friends with them? I mean, this doesn't. I'm trying to I'm literally looking for a reason. How many shots? I mean, Augie pulled the same thing with me. Oh man, you just can't take the bans, even though that was the same stunt that Chud pulled on him. So how long can I do it? How long can I do it? So no, I won't bother with anybody anymore. Not publicly. Privately, yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, it's just like anything in life, people, they think that once you see something that they like, they just want to move on, and, they don't want to, they want to support you one day, and then they just want to stab you right in the back. It's like,
it's over and over and over again. How many times can that happen?
They're just a YouTuber. Yeah.
I have never, not once, when somebody has outgrown me, succeeded more than me, badmouth or shit on, or did anything other than encourage people to continue to go over there. I've never done that once. And by the way, that's an uncommon practice on YouTube. That is go get him, kid. Because there was a point in time when we're talking thousands of subs, when me and Dave are going back and forth. I never fucking did it. Was never anything but happy for him. And when the beta thing happened to me, he was never anything but happy for me. And the problem is most people aren't like that. And then when I left the hockey crowd, a lot of those guys turned on me. I was a big sellout or something. I wanted to make money. I wanted to do the Howard Stern thing. Hockey wasn't doing it for me. I'm not allowed to change.
Hey, breaking news. Views get you money. Did you know that, Tommy? I mean, that's pretty much the case, right? So.
Yeah, it's true. You're done. All right. I'll talk to you later. Let me tip the D's. I'll talk to you later. Hey, Skype.
All right, Tommy. Take care, bro.
Perfect. D's. I gotta go after this, man. It's getting late. It's almost 1 a.m. It's 2 a.m. by you.
Oh, it's easier. I saw the microphone.
Yeah.
Come on.
What's up, buddy? Let us know what's going on over there. Get in a bomb shelter.
Can't hear me?
Yes, now I can. What's up? That's it.
Oh, I've been shouting, man. How you doing, Tommy?
You tell me. What's up?
Shouting doesn't help.
You tell me.
So, nothing. I just wanted to call and say how happy I am that Tom was proven innocent. That's all. Yeah. And also, from all the text he showed, let me tell you, I'm reconsidering that BPD girl that wanted my ass.
I could have told you that. Wait a minute, wasn't I advising against that during the summer?
Or fall? But you're reading the text that she's saying, rape me. Can feed me your milk and shit like that. I'm like,
No, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a no-go. No-go. Meet a girl in the library. All right. There you go.
Yeah.
It's only for getting your sword bloody, man. Nothing else. You get it bloody and you run.
Yep. Oh yeah, and I have another story for you, Tommy. Apparently, during the 2 days, a lot of the people that were absolutely killed were just standing there. Some of them at the fucking, near the windows of their own house. Just wanted to throw that one out there.
Oh, Jesus. You told me a story. I don't know. Like, your dad talked you out of going to the protest, right?
The second day, yeah. The first day I was lucky enough to not be in the bulk of it, and it wasn't that bad anyway. But the second day was a massacre. So yeah, I didn't went on the second day.
They just opened up. Did they warn? Did they say like step back, go back to your homes? Anything? They were just.
No, man. They knew that the fucking millions that were pouring out were no longer controllable. They didn't have enough prisons and hospitals and other infrastructure to actually fucking house them and shit. They just gave the order to shoot to kill.
Shoot to kill because they're going to get us anyway. We don't care if we look like a bunch of maniacs because we're probably going to lose our power no matter what. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm glad. I think your dad told you to do the right thing, man. I told him. I remember the last thing I said to you before they cut the internet. Don't do anything that's going to encourage these people. And you told me it didn't matter whether you encouraged them or not.
Exactly. I'm telling you, a lot of people died within their own fucking, their own, what you call it, neighborhood, just outside their own house's door. And they also steal your corpse and ransom it to your family, which is fun.
I hope, I've been anti-military action since Iraq, but I hope Trump comes. I mean, he encouraged you guys to go fucking fight back. I hope he gets those fuckers.
Yeah, a bit of our blood is arguably on his hands if he doesn't do anything.
I agree.
This point,
I agree. I think he did. I think the Bushes did this to the Kurds as well.
Laid for this.
I'm sorry. I mean, you can make the argument you shouldn't have fucked with Iran to begin with, but you can't sit there and encourage this and not do something. Yeah, I'm with you 100%. Yeah,
I think he'll strike.
Yeah, I
it's
think
fine.
he will too. He rarely says something he's not going to do.
Israel won anyway. Who cares?
It's pretty rare, especially in this department. Hey, Deez, you take care of yourself. Don't do anything fucking crazy. Don't stand in the window.
Same, Tommy. Love the show. Be seeing you.
Take care. Peace.
Take care.
And then last one is Doug.
Doug.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, first of all, Lynn, fuck you.
You can't afford me, man. Go away.
I know. But anyhow, well, my only problem is that Linus, I don't think he understands you maybe don't respond to trolls, but that's, I don't know.
It's like obvious. Like, don't do it.
Yeah. I knew that. I'm like, but I'm older than the guy, so even though we're in the same generation, like, I don't claim him. He's just a dumbass.
Okay.
So, pretty much on that point, but
anything else, Doug?
No.
Doug.
Nah, I'm pretty good. But all right. That's pretty much it.
All right. And how's life treating you?
Oh, pretty good. Can't complain. Although, besides the cold weather, but other than that, yeah. I'm pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. I gotta go fucking take some shit from my wife.
All right. Good luck, man, with that.
Thanks.
See ya.
See ya. All right. I'm out of here. Peace. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye. Peace. And